Hello. Hi. Hi, Ninja. Hi, hi, hi. I'm hoping today's our day. Welcome back. We are going to be playing Birushana, maybe for the last time. There's like a little asterisk and a question mark above it. We're at the end of Yoritomo's route. Good signs. However, there's the after stories, and I have no idea how long those are. I also just realized I haven't uploaded the other video, which means I need to make another another banner. Oh no. Hang on. So that I don't accidentally lose my stream times for the previous video. All right, there's that. I do know we're having the good ending, which is hilarious because when I saved it, it says happy end. I was like, oh, good, we're on the right track. So yeah, we're almost there. Oh yeah, I totally got distracted because I realized I did that. We also went to Dutch Bro today. Yay! Because Dutch Bro had lanyards and pins, and we got two different ones. The last two times we've gotten like something with our order, we've got the same one. Actually, no, that's not true because the frogs we got different frogs. My frog is playing a banjo, and Yoon's frog had a surfboard, if I recall correctly. So I got that. We just like free stuff. So we go places. So it comes with a lanyard. This one says get up early, stay up late, change the world. And then it has what is a Dutch Bro? It is a coffee shop that um uses Dutch windmills as a logo. And you get a coffee and a free item. So it came with the lanyards, and the lanyards also have a pin too. They usually do stickers. So we usually go on sticker day. I have stickers all over my house from them. Both the pins are in here, so I will show both the pins. So this one says Dutch Bro, always stoked, killer coffee since the 90s, since 92. That's that. Super cute. I think this one's the cuter of the two pins. There's a third pin. We only got two coffees, so we only got two blind bags. And this one says Rebel, which is a name of one of their drinks, which is an energy drink. It's usually what I get because I'm really picky with coffee, and by really picky, I mean I have the palate of a baby when it comes to coffee. So most coffee doesn't taste good to me, and so I always get mine really really sweet when I go to Dutch. Although I've started getting the 911, which is like 2 shots or 3 shots of espresso, because I'm a problem. And this is the one that Yoon got, and it basically looks like a bunch of I don't know, quarter priced tattoos all over it, kinda. I feel like they put these symbols on a bunch of other freebies and stuff, so yeah, super cute, super cute. No words on this one, but I figure we can hang our little froggies on this. We could probably put, I think we had a plush that said stoked. We didn't really care for it, from one of their events. Their stuff is kind of hit or miss. Sometimes it's really really cute and I really like it, and sometimes it's skater boy style, which I get. That's their vibe too. I'm not a skater boy, and so it's not my style. But yeah, that's what I did today before I started streaming. I drank about a half of my drink. That's actually a lie. About a quarter of my drink. And just maybe I had to add a little more sweetener to it when I got home because it wasn't perfect. But hey, my friend got hacked a few weeks ago. This is actually funny. Like, I was like, he's like, oh yeah, I made a new server, and I'm like, send me a text so I know you're real. Dear God. But yeah. So that happened. All right. So, anyways, we're on happy ending, which means I don't know how close we are to the ending. These endings always confuse me. So we're at a point. We're gonna see. So at least we know we're gonna have a good ending. Wow, you sound like you're dying, Tomomori. Are you dying? I wanted you to crush me with your overwhelming force, not to be killed with petty tricks and distractions. Oh, he's disappointed. All right, if you don't intend on destroying me the way I want you to, perhaps I can at least take you with me. Oh, your girl's all about dual destruction. If I can't have you, nobody can. I like that. How shall we go? Shall we bleed each other out with our blades or descend beneath the waves in each other's arms? What are you talking about? Mutual destruction. Oh, no, I'm gonna put it today. So I'm gonna put it on the Discord today. I don't know if I'm gonna stream tomorrow. There might not be a stream tomorrow. But there will be a stream on Saturday. It's gonna be an 8-hour stream. It might start late in the day, because we're going to move my bookshelves tomorrow morning, and I don't know how long it's gonna take me because I'm slow. I am that person that when I start a task, I'll start the task for about 20 minutes and then I'll take a break for 30 and then I'll start it again. I'm hoping it won't take us too long because I asked my sister to help me because she knows me. But my desk is not mobile, it has to move. There's technically 4 bookshelves. You can only see 3 of them. There is a 4th bookshelf over here that I'm gonna move over here. There's a lot. There's a lot gonna be moving around tomorrow, and so I have to take pretty much everything off the bookshelves just so we can move them. Uh, and so we might start that tomorrow just to get a head start, but I also might not start that tomorrow. I might start it on Saturday morning. And if I'm starting it all on Saturday, then it could be a minute. It could be a minute before I'm back. But it will be an 8-hour stream regardless of what time it starts. So it's either going to be Burushana Hana Winds of Fate, which I'm officially going to start, or it's going to be Atomi Daishi. It's going to be one of those two. We will see. All right, let's see. Let's see how you handle this. Tomomori's movements are worse than before, but I've shed so much blood, I don't know how much more I can take. I have no intentions to traveling to hell alone. Damn, is this going to go? If this goes on for much longer, I was losing blood and growing impatient to finish this just then, and with that warning. Tomomori, are you alright? Bitch. I looked around and saw several Heike warships speeding towards us. We're surrounded by the Heike soldiers. He is losing it. Oh, also, I bought the Humble Bumble. I talked about this already on, and I linked it on Discord. Humble Bumble had some things for Pride Month. They had Yuri games on sale, and they had just LGBTQ ones in general. And I bought both of them. And if I remember correctly, there's one game. I think two games. Two games I already have. Um, So I was going to give them away, because I don't need 2 copies of them. I think it's 2. I think it's from the Yuri set because who doesn't love a girl? Because one I have on my Switch, I think they're both actually games I own on my Switch. And I just don't need it on my Switch and on Steam. It's nice, but I don't need it. So I'll probably put a Discord post up, and you guys can sign up for it if you guys want to just win a code that I don't need to use. So keep a lookout for that. I'll work on that this week. I'll give you guys a week to join on that too. All right, looks like the tide not only pushed Genji ship forward, it also pushed our ships back. We'll join you shortly, my lord. This never ends. This is a smaller ship than we were on before, but it's much faster. We have to hurry. The Heike ships are retreating, aided by the tide. They're headed back to help Tomomori. We can't let that happen. Got it. What the I'm almost there. Until then, hold on a little longer. This is bad. The Heike reinforcements will be here any minute. I thought this was the end. But it looks like I might make it out here with you. Oh, Tomomori. They made you so pretty to be such a psychotic bastard. Even if that doesn't happen, I suppose I can get out of here and we'll pick this up again at a later date. I won't let you get away this time. Tomomori, we're coming. Tomomori's fighting one of the Genji heirs. We've got to help him. She's like, oh my god, could you stop trying to save this guy? Let me plug in my phone that's slowly dying beside me. Lord Yoritomo, the Heike ships are on track to arrive before ours. The archers were too scared to come with us. We let people be scared? What are we supposed to do? We should have killed them. Yoshitsune. Aw, you're scared that your girlfriend's gonna die. Make contact with Lord Tomomori's ship and get on board. Protect Lord Tomomori at all costs. Kill the Genji. There's no way I can take on them all with a spoon, and after all our efforts to trap Tomomori, just as the Heike warship was about to make contact with us. Noni? I can do that. Who is it? Everybody down. This is... Everyone stop being cowards suddenly, just like for dramatic effect. A loud battle cry ran out from across the waves, followed by a swarm of arrows from the Genji ship aimed towards the Heike. Put as many arrows as you can into the Heike ships. Don't let them get away anywhere near Lord Yoshitsune. Keep firing. You came. Lord Yoritomo, I'm so sorry. Your words reminded us how many times Lord Yoshitsune has protected us during this war. He saved my life at the Battle of Mount Ishibashi with his monstrous behaviors, but it counts. And Lord Yoshitsune hasn't been there. If Lord Yoshitsune had not been there at the Fuji battle, I would have been a dead man. Wouldn't you all be dead, honestly? When you really think about it, without my main character presence, who could have survived this? Who? None of you. You weak bitches. Main character energy. He protected me from Yoshinaka's army in Kyoto. The fact that he was different from us it made us all forget all the times he was there for us. But it was wrong for us to abandon him, and we're here now. Everyone, even Lord Kagetoki. I would never let my lord fight alone. Come on, all you useless bastards, loose your arrows upon them. Loose. I guess you let loose. Ah! Have I learned a phrase? Wait, what just happened? Everyone. She's like, oh my god. My heart was filled with excitement as the Genji arrows filled the sky, driving away the Heike ships. So much for reinforcements. Apparently, brace yourself, Tomomori, because this ends now. We share the same blood, you and I will die together. I have so many thoughts on this game, by the way. If we get to a conclusion before it ends. Oh! I just realized I had them muted this entire time. That's okay. We're gonna be fine. Letting these guys talk and you can't even hear them. What a day. Sorry about that. First 10 minutes quiet. It was the Yoritomo who caught the blow from Tomomori's sword as he slashed down. Yoritomo. Yoshitsune, you've done well. Leave the rest to me. My god. I guess the poison worked just as well on you then. How clever the Genji general to imitate and use our tricks. Say what you will. I had no intention of letting Yoshitsune fight alone. He is such a good voice. I'll talk about it. Because Because I don't know how long the additional stories are. And I do want to do them because they're the boys that you get a date in the second one. So I don't want to miss that. But like, you know, my computer might freeze for just a second. I'm opening a window. Yoritomo's sword pierced deeply into Tomomori. There's also another change that happened. I don't know how soon. But I was telling my sister about how I want to get more screens / replace my current screen. My current screen is huge, and I love that for me. It's just that like right now, if I had multiple screens, I could have OBS on one entire screen. I could have my game on one entire screen. I could even have chat opened on a screen just so it'd be easier to see chat. Because right now, all three of those things are on one screen, and it's like more than half my screen is the game. And that's just because I like to see what I'm doing. And then a little more than a third of the screen is my OBS, and then chat is really tiny at the bottom, which is how I end up missing chat a lot because chat is down here. And I try to put it close to the game so that I can see chat moving so I know when chat's happening. But if I'm too focused on my game, I miss it. But I also would like to have 4 screens. Ideally, for the cheap me, I'm going to have 3 screens. But if I'm going with what I really want, I want 4 screens because then I could have OBS, game, chat, and a window screen so that when I want to like look up other things and be like, hi, what is this or what is that, I can just do that. So someday it'll be great. Until then, unfortunately, when I want to open something and look at something, I have to let go of my screen, unfortunately. A second screen for OBS client is a great idea. I'm going to try to set that up for myself. Yeah, exactly. Just even if it was 2, it'd be nice for that. Like, my screen is wider than a normal screen. It's about, I want to say 24 inches. I could be wrong. It could be bigger. I know that they like to do them diagonally because it makes it seem more dramatic. But like if I go across, it looks like about 2 feet. It's just that there's so much I'm trying to fit on these this really long screen, and it's just so much. This is the end. But it also means that maybe I could full screen my OBS, not my OBS, my capture screen. Because right now it's squared. Very well, let the Heike name die here. Well, is it dying? I mean, she still got it in her blood. We're not talking about that yet either. Anything she gives birth to will still have this bloodline. Yoshitsune, come with me. Follow me in death to the bottom of the sea. Tomomori's eyes glowed mysteriously, and he turned to face me. Never. Not a chance I'd let you take her from me. The only one dying here today is you. Yoritomo. That one is ours. She does not belong to that side. Ah. He said, Ashitaru. I don't care who or what she is. She's the one I love, and that's it. He feels like he's from a different game, doesn't he? Does he really feel like he's so intense? So this is the end, finally. Tomomori's body lurched backwards into the water, sinking deeper and deeper into the depths. The tides flowing at a frightening pace quickly pulled Tomomori's body to the bottom of the sea. Lord Tomomori has fallen into the sea. The loud voice of the soldiers crossed the sea. I felt as if my consciousness too was being pulled into the vortex of the all-consuming sea. Tomomori. Oh, why would you say that before passing out? Yoshitsune, hold on. Lord Tomomori was cornered by the Genji and has fallen into the sea. What? As soon as the tide changed, our ships began to sink one after another. Lord Noritsune, what should we do? Is this really the end of the Heike? My ADHD. I want to do those screens as well because this is an older screen. I've had it since COVID. But specifically its base is huge and it takes up about 8 inches of my desk just for this to sit on from the back. And so it always covers my desk mat, and I hate that because I want my desk mat to be seen because it's cute. I'm actually just a child. All right, Tomomori he's fallen. Is this really the end of the Heike? I also want to get a cover for this because I swear I tell myself I'm not going to eat near my desk because I don't want food on my desktop mat, and I just got a new one. I think it was last year because I'm changing my setup. My setup was all Demon Slayer. This was a Nezuko desk mat, but it was a knockoff desk mat, and I didn't like using it. But I just had it because I wanted a desk mat. So now I have an official K-pop Demon Hunters desk mat, and she's beautiful, and it's got all 3 of the Huntreks on it. The issue is you can't see it because most of it's covered by my computer screen, and then I'm a hoarder, so there's just so much stuff around here. I'm slowly decluttering as I go, though. But that's the other reason, is so that my desk actually has more desk space and not so much just a computer. I'm trying to utilize as much as I can. So I want this further back. I have a dream. I have such a dream. That dream is just decluttering. Doshitsune, I was hoping to do battle with you one more time. Guess that's not possible either, is it? Well, I mean, you can come over here and fight me. Tokuko. Tomomori has fallen into the sea, bro. But see, is she possessed in this universe? Or she herself? Is she only possessed in the other universe? Oh, I didn't bring it in here. I just remembered. I got my new order from Bailey J. This is frog washi. She had pins too. I ordered all of them. First the death of father, then Shigehira, and now Tomomori. What will happen to the Emperor and I? If the Genji capture us, what will they do to us? My son. They say there's a city just below the waves, my child. A beautiful world far better than this one. Come, let's go there together. We're gonna drown ourselves? As this... She never killed herself in any other route. What? As the sun turned a blood-red hue, the final battle between the Genji and the Heike ended in victory for the Genji. Yes, many men on both the Genji and the Heike lost their lives to the waves that day. I'm not over that. I'm so lost. What? Alright, a few days later. I'm so lost. I am so lost. Oh my gosh. Thank you for your efforts in pursuing the Heike.
三種の神器のうち、宝剣につきましては、ついに見つけることかなわず、誠に申し訳ございません。
Unfortunately, I was unable to retrieve the fabled sword of the 3 sacred treasures. My deepest apologies, Your Highness.
まさか、徳子殿が神器を抱いて、妖帝と共に入水するとは。
To think that Lady Tokuko would cast herself to the waves with both the young boy and the sacred
せめ
treasure.
て妖帝だけでも生きて都に戻らせたかったものだが、これも
Shame.
また
I would have liked to see the boy return
致し
safely
方
to
なかった
Kyoto,
こと
but
か。
I suppose it wasn't. It was inevitable. Yeah, I mean, you did want to kill his mom.
それ
Anything's
だけの犠
possible.
牲を出さねばならぬほど、平家を滅亡させるのは
Am I even here, bro?
至難の
Am I
技だ
even
った
here?
ということであろう。
Either way, the destruction of an enemy so determined to is no small feat. Such sacrifices must have been necessary.
だがこれで名実ともに平家に代わり
I
この
hate
京を守るはそなた
Goshigakawa.
たち源氏となったな。
Both in name and in deed, the Genji have
よろしく
replaced the
頼むぞ。
Heike at the as the true guardians of Kyoto. Keep up the good work. Yes, Your Highness.
ところで頼朝、覚えておるか？そなたに貴族の娘を嫁に取れと申したこと。
By the way, Yoritomo, do you remember what we discussed before about you taking on a nobleman's daughter as your
それも
wife?
平家追悼で話がうやむやになっておったであろう。
We never came up with a firm solution, did we? Things got lost in the shuffle. What was with the pursuit of the Heike and
どう
all?
だ。
Now that
追
it's
悼が
over,
終わった
we've-
今こそ話を本格
let's
的
say
に
we
進
finally
めて
settled the
みて
matter.
よ。
You're at the ending. Actually, when I saved the other day, I was at the ending already and I didn't know. It said happy ending in my save. I was like, oh. But we'll see. I'm hoping I can finish everything.
義経
It's hard to
Hi.
say because we have the bad ending we have to do after this one. And then there's the four stories. I don't even know how many stories there are. Yoshitsune, can I come in? She's like, yeah, look at me, I'm a girl
ちゃん
now.
とおとなしくしていたか体の具合はどうだ
I'm gonna say this until like I die. I hate her hair. I hate it. I hate her hair with a passion. And I hate when they're like, look, she's a girl now. All they did was put her hair in a loose ponytail. And she still has these awful fringy things on either side of her head, and she does not look more feminine at all. So if you're trying to tell me that all these bitches fell for this chick who looks exactly the same with her hair in a ponytail as a high bun, you're killing me. You're killing me. Have you been taking good care of yourself? How are you feeling? Much better. Thanks for all the rest and relaxation. Also, Blue, just an update. I still have your package. I went to take it to the mail, and then something happened, and then my sister is going to take it, but it stayed in my bag, lol. So I will still be sending it soon. I'm so sorry. She went to the post office and then realized she didn't have the package, and it's because I put it in my purse, because my purse was in my lap with the bag and the package, and I was like, you know what? I'll just set this here. And I didn't realize it until I got to work. Oh goodness. I had been injured in the battle at Donaru and had been recouping at Yoritomo's estate since returning to Kyoto. I should say my body is
ど
fine.
うした
What's wrong? Also, you're gonna get my government name because my sister forgot about that and wrote my government name on the package, and I'm too lazy to care. I just can't get used to this outfit. Do I really have to wear this?
その格好なら
Look at me in a
さ
dress.
すがのお前も無茶はできないであろう
Of course, a dress like this will keep you from getting into too much trouble while you're still recovering. Too much trouble? What kind of trouble do you think I'm gonna get into? I guess?
だが外にも出られず退屈かもう少し良くなったらどこにでも連れて行って
They should have just lied and said that her brother died, and then she just resurfaces as herself as a girl. Besides, you're still not well enough to go outside. Once you're feeling a little better, I'll take you wherever you want to go. Thanks. Honestly, there's never a dull moment here. Everyone came by earlier today. What? When the battle was over, I told them everything. Actually, I have a vagina.
お前が平家の子だと
You're actually a Heike?
その上女だったなんて
And a girl?
そんな
No way! I myself still find it hard to believe that I am a daughter of the Heike, but it's all true. You are You all followed me because you thought I was an heir to the Genji name. I'm sorry for deceiving you.
殿
You deceived
謝らないで
yourself.
くださ
I
い
didn't even know. Oh, I didn't want to hear you. My lord, you don't have to
拙
apologize.
者たちがここまでついてきたのは殿の肩書きや性別ではございません
Actually, Ben K
殿
doesn't
ご自
count.
身で
Ben
ご
K
ざい
already
ま
knew
す
you were a girl. Ben K, this is so in this specific route, if I recall. This is the route where both her and Shungen are like injured. Less than 4 hours. Oof. We only have until 12 and it's almost 9, so I don't think I'll get there all the way. But if I don't get there all the way and I'm close, then I'll probably stream on Friday night after all, even though I said I wasn't going to, just to finish it. We'll see. But he already knew she was a girl, so he can't even. You don't even have the right. You don't even have the right to comment on the fact that she's a girl. You knew she was a girl. It wasn't because of your title or your gender. It was because of her title. It was. Don't lie. Don't lie, because when you heard that she was Genji, you chased that bitch into the forest. We followed you because of the person you are. You didn't even know who she was at the time.
そうです。あ
These
なたが
two
何者であろうと
can
も
say that.
私たちが主と仰ぐ方は
They trained with her for 2
殿を
months
置
and
いて
decided to
他に
come
は
with
おり
her.
ません。
That's right. No matter who you are, there's no one in this world I'd rather call my lord than you.
ああそうだ
Yeah, that's right. Gosh. Thanks, everybody. And hot
で
guys.
すが、殿などと言ってはなりませんね。こんな可愛らしい方に対して。
Oh, he said kawaii. It's just enchanting, but he said kawaii. Still, it doesn't seem right to call one as enchanting as you, my lord.
もしお嫌でなければ、これからは姫とお呼びしてもよろし
Please
いで
don't
しょ
call
う
me
か。
that. That's what Tomomori called me. If it doesn't bother you, may I call you princess from now on? Huh? The Genji
なんだ
princess.
と
What?
ああそれいいね
I like that.
姫か
Princess.
いいな姫姫
She's
何かあ
not
っ
a
たらいつでも言って
princess.
くれよ
You can't just call people princess. That is, then it's unanimous princess. Princess, if you ever need anything, just let me know. Guys, I appreciate the sentiment, but please, let's take it easy with the princess stuff. Either way, I'm just so thankful they all accepted me. Ooh, found a playlist on YouTube with secret routes, and the video says 3 hours and 36 minutes. Ooh, well, there's a plus minus there where like they could be not like waiting for them to finish and they're going really, really fast. But if I don't finish it today, I'll finish it tomorrow. I work in the morning tomorrow, I think. There's an asterisk there. Someone asked me if I wanted their shift. I said, sure. I still haven't got an email saying I have their shift. So I'm like, do I have your shift or not? Like, am I working? Are you off tomorrow and I'm working or not? I'm not going to show up at 6 a.m. to find out. You need to tell me. Like, I need to know. Kind of like yesterday, I had a coworker when I got to work. She's like, "Hey, would you like to cover my shift in the morning?" She wasn't feeling good, and I'm like, "Oh yeah, that's fine." And like, she's the sweetest person at my job because she asked me 3 times, and I kept going, "Yeah, that's great, that's fine." And then like she asked me an hour after she left work. She's like, "Hey, I'm about to send the email. Are you sure?" And I'm like, "Girl, I want your shift. I want the money. Give me money. Stop asking me if I want money. Give it to me." In fact, I have a mantra in my locker. It's like a little dry erase board. It literally says, "Remember, you're doing this for the money." I'm doing everything for the money, guys. I was tickled by how much they wanted to take care of me. Oh my goodness. What's wrong?
療養中に人に会うのは傷にも触るだろう。少し控えたらどうだ。
Jealous. He's jealous. That's what a jealous man sounds like. I think it's best if you concentrate on your healing. Maybe we should cut back on visitors for now. But yes, I'm going to reiterate with him, double check if he wants me to cover his shift tomorrow, because I'm not going to show up at 6 a.m. unless it's confirmed. And the person who asked me to cover their shift yesterday, it was confirmed the same day. Like, she's like, "Do you want to cover my shift?" I said yes, and then the schedule changed that day. It still hasn't changed for his. He asked me last week. Like, what do you want? I'm feeling much better. I think it's fine. Which could mean he forgot to email them. But if I show up and he's not, and he's there, I'll be so mad. And I will break his legs. I think. Or at least one of them. I guess you're right. I need to focus on getting better so I can train with the guys again.
鍛錬ならば私が付き合おう。
People don't mess with my money. It's my money for a reason. Will be your alibi. But yeah, literally a video evidence of me saying I'll break his legs. And then you're like, this is my alibi. If you want to train, I can be your partner. Bitch, you're gonna be so busy. You're not going to have time to train me all day. Take today, for example. You've been out all morning. Speaking of which, how was your report?
こたびの戦いをねぎらってくださった。
She's like,
これ
guy.
で名実ともに源氏が平家になり変わると。
He thanked us for driving out the Heike. He also said that now that the Genji will be the guardians of Kyoto in both name and deed. Okay. I read deed, okay, but then I said dead in my head, and then I went, I feel like that can't be dead, and so I had to make sure. That's good to hear. When I heard him say that, I felt we truly had entered a new world, one where the Heike were defeated and the Genji reborn. But this is only the beginning. We've still got a long way to go to create the new world Yoritomo wants to forge. And in order to do that, he'll have to work closely with the imperial court from now on. Did His Highness say anything else?
ああ、私に貴族の嫁を取るようまたおっしゃられていた。
Oh, right. He again told me to take a nobleman's daughter for a wife. What? I shouted loud enough to jolt the entire estate. Things hadn't moved forward because we were so focused on expelling the Heike, but I guess the emperor wasn't giving up. I felt a sharp pain in my chest and blushed hot with embarrassment at my outburst. Humiliated, I put my head in my hands. Yoritomo's the head of the Genji clan. Working well with the imperial court is something he has to do. You know this. What's wrong? Nothing. I could feel his piercing gaze on me as I buried my face deeper into the sleeve of my kimono. Would you mind letting me rest? I guess I'm still pretty tired. I see. You gonna hug her? Then he scooped me up in his strong arms. That's right. Big strong arms. One arms or two. What are you doing?
今日はもう休むのであろう。ならば私が人根まで運んでやろう。
You're tired, right? I'll carry you to your chiton. A traditional Japanese bedding. Wait.
またぬ。
Nope. No for an answer. Ooh. She looks deadly ill right now, if I'm being so for real. How is this happening? She's on her. It does have that energy, doesn't it? Like, I know she's injured, but like, damn. Also notice that he's darker than her. This is a common Otome trope, by the way. Girls have to be really pale. In contrast to his blunt words, Yoritomo sat me down gently and laid down next to me to rest. My heart beat feverishly. His face was so close to mine that our foreheads nearly touched.
先ほど顔を伏せた。
Why did you look so distraught earlier? This is that bitch who knows why, but won't let you just like be embarrassed inside. He couldn't even support our head with his arms. Honestly, that's true. Yeah, this would look way better if his arm was under her head. Although I kind of like the inquisitive the A girl pose. That's not bad. I can't get over these full fucking armor. Do they wear this every... I'm not from this world, and I was not alive at the time of this setting. So I don't know. Maybe they always dress like this, but really? Like on just a normal day? Like on a normal day, you dress like this? You did all this for this day? Even arm guards?
急に休みたいなどと言い出したのはどうしてだ?
You suddenly said you were tired and wanted to leave. Why? Well, I wanted to look away, but this ever-present penetrating gaze held me firmly in place. That's not fair. You know why. I know I need to put the Genji first. I know sacrifices will need to be made for this new world. I know that what I should do, but I don't want you marrying anyone else. I know that if we want to build this new world, you'll have to work well with the Imperial Court. But I tried to wipe away the tears that were about to spill from my eyes, but he firmly took my hand in his. Also, didn't they have mistresses in this day? Didn't they have multiple wives? Let's be so for real. Yoritomo smiled as he soothingly moved his fingers in between mine. Why are you smiling?
嬉しいからだ。
Because I'm happy. happy, this happy 40-year-old that this 17-year-old girl is willing to marry you. That's, I guess it's fair.
同じことを言っていたな。私が誰かと結婚するのが嫌だ。
You said the same thing before that you didn't want me marrying someone else. Well, yeah, at the time I still thought you were my brother though. Let that sink in. Cause that put a pin in that one.
私の弟
Where
でも
you're neither my
妹でも
brother nor my sister. Dear God. Yeah, so it didn't make sense to me back then when I thought he was my brother, but it makes sense now because I love him. Did you love him as a brother, you incestual sickos? Like, this is the part, like, you can't do this to me. This one is the longest one before it came clean that they weren't related. They took until, like, literally chapter 11. Every time I thought, I'm going to. I'm so sorry. I started this game and I was like, oh, I think he's the cutest. And then they're like, this is your brother. And I'm like, we don't do that anymore. Every time I thought of that revelation, I felt myself feeling helpless and alone. Like, this isn't Game of Thrones. Don't make such a face. Bitch, I'll make all the faces I want.
最後の戦いの前に言ったことを覚えているか？忠誠と心を
Ridiculous.
捧げた私にその身も捧げてくれと。
Remember I told you before, the last battle? You'd given me your loyalty and heart, but I also wanted you to give me your life.
義経、
I'll ask you
改
again.
めてお前のすべてが欲しい。
Are you gonna kill
これ
me?
からの人生、
Does he have lights in his
私と連れ
eyes?
添ってもらいたいのだ。
I want all of you, and I want you to be with me for the rest of our lives.
私が妻にしたいのは、お前
You're
だ
the
けだ。
only person I want to be my wife. Yeah, you 40-year-old man. For a moment, I couldn't understand the meaning of his words, but the soft smile on his face warmed my heart. Really?
あ
Really?
言ったであろう。私とお前との間には
The bond between
何
you
事
and
にも
I is
変え難い絆
irreplaceable.
がある。お前だけだ。私に安らぎを与えてくれるのは。私は
You're the only person who
お前の
gives me
前で
peace
だけ
of mind. The
こ
only
のように
person who
笑
I
え
can
るんだ。
laugh with like this. Brother, bitch, you did
兄上というの
not
は
just say brother
も
right
う違うだ
now.
ろ
I tell yourself it's gonna be okay and that it's fine and that it's just. But then she says brother. There's no need to call me that anymore. Yeah, you shouldn't be calling that. Ew, gross. Sorry. I just kind of slipped out. Force of habit, I guess. Yeah, disgusting.
う。徐々に慣れていくがいい。お前は私の
She has a king.
た
Well,
だ
I
一
mean,
人
she's never had a family before, but that does not mean you should
愛
sleep with
する
them.
妻なのだから。
We have plenty of time to break that habit since you'll be my one and only beloved wife. He whispered his words to me, and as he spoke, his face drew closer to mine. Yeah. I closed my eyes and felt a warm rush overcome me as his lips touched mine. His strong and embracing kiss made my mind go blank, and I was filled with overwhelming joy. Yoritomo had a coldness that kept people distant from him, but not me. He wanted me with all his strength and passion. As we spent time together, he gradually showed me a side of himself that I'm not even sure he knew existed. Imagine the fan disc. I imagine she'll bring it up. What if she just keeps calling him brother the entire fucking fan disc? I can't wait to see all the different sides of him over the years. Thinking about spending time together with him, I felt my heart welling with elation. Goodness, I can speak. The connection we have is like a pearl, and I want to make it stronger and stronger. Then I guess you need to eat a bunch of sand. Don't forget, like I told you before, you're never alone. I'll always be by your side.
ならば
I see.
今日はこのまま共に寝よ
How about I stay here tonight? We're not even married, okay? That's scandalous.
う。
What?
私もお前との絆を深めたい。
You said I'd never be alone. I didn't mean like that. Not yet.
冗談だ。
Yeah, he's 40, so he's gonna make jokes like that. It's just a joke. Yoritomo chuckled wickedly. Did he? I want to hear the chuckle. don't say he chuckled wickedly. I want to hear his evil laugh. You get this great voice actor and tell me he laughed? How can he be mischievous
どう
too?
した
What's wrong? I swear. Just can't take my eyes off you. I just want to see you more and more.
やはり今日はこのままお前を抱きしめて眠りたい
After all, I think I will sleep here tonight just like this. He wrapped his arms around my waist and hugged me tightly. His fingers lovingly traced my cheek, tickling me slightly with every moment of his movement of his hand.
お前は私
So
の
not
妹
scary. Oh.
肉親ではなかった
Yoshitsune, just because we aren't related by birth,
お前は私の妻となる
I don't think any sentence should have that in romance. Let's be so for real. Let's be so fucking for real right now. I don't think that should be a line in a romance just because we're not related by birth. Do you want us to be related by birth? Doesn't mean we can't be a family together as husband and wife. We can make our own family.
そうだ
Family.
より強い絆で結ばれ
You and I together will have a bond that can never be separated. This man who had once lived alone in an exile, rejecting all desires, hopes, dreams, and comfort, had become a man who spoke of marriage, family, and the unshakable bond of love. It was enough to bring tears to my eyes. I'm just glad to know that no matter what happens, I'll be with you.
私に忠誠も
I'm
心も
not over this.
その身も捧げてくれた私も同じだ
You have given me your loyalty, your heart, and your strength, and I'll give you
こ
mine.
れからの生きるすべてをお前のために
Oh, not what I meant to do.
私を
Nothing I meant to do.
お前に捧げよ
Everything I live for is for you. You have all of me.
う義経私たちは決して離れることはない
I promise Yoshitsune I'll never leave you. I'll love you forever. Is
愛
Yoshitsune
している
a man, female name? I just need to know. I just need to know, man. They gave it to her so easily. Excuse me while I zoom out. Gosh. Takatsuna Tadanobu. Ah! Wait, how am I confused? How am I confused? That says it has an image. What is this, the stories? Wait, I'm so confused. Okay, so we have to go here, maybe? So low, all that low. Yeah. Me, a confused girl, just trying to have fun. It might be too late. I don't know. Let's see, let's find out. 'Cause sometimes you have to do the chapter before, and I can't tell. 49. Tragic ending. If I stood up holding my bleeding stomach. I was the one standing and Tomomori was on his knees. It's time to finish this.
まさかこんな稚拙な策にはまってしまうとは自分の力を過信しすぎてしまった
I
ようだ
never thought
ね
I'd be undone by such a silly, wretched little trick. Perhaps I've grown overconfident.
私をも凌駕する力
To
で
be fair,
滅ぼ
you've
さ
been
れたいと
fighting
願っ
since
てい
you were
た
5,
が
so.
これでは納得できない
How the main love interest do you like? Noritsune? Is that his name? Noritsune. That sounds right. My heart feels like that's the right answer. Wait, is that the right person? Is that someone you can date? Is that the pink-haired boy? I'm trying to think of his name. Okay, yes. He's the only one. He's the only one, honestly. Okay, I liked Tomomori because I like psychopaths. That's a problem, right? I like red flags. I don't like that they're related. I mean, they're cousins. That's still bad, but you know, it could be worse. I mean, also she's cousins to the pink-haired boy, but like less, It's like less because it's like half cousins. I don't even know if that is that a phrase. Is that a phrase people use for cousins? Even half cousins, like we're only actually half cousins, so it's like a quarter related instead of like. Ugh. So yeah, Noritsune. I do like Shungen. I did not like his ending. I feel like they decided to go a really weird way with that. And they didn't have to. They could have kept him honest at the very end. I felt like they weren't honest to his character because I do not believe he would have acted like that based on how he had been acting prior, where he could be backed into a corner, but he didn't have to go gloss-eyed, yes, we're gonna get married after this. He didn't have to do that. He could have just been scared and with her, you know what I mean? And not like manipulating at the same time. I felt like they did Shungen it bad by doing that and making that the end no matter what. Like that was the direction it would go if it was happy or sad. That seemed weird. His is sweet. You can just be evil. I don't need justifications for people being bad. Be like, oh, I was actually put on the battlefield at a very young age, and my dad only really saw me as a tool to reach his goals. And I have a very low sense of humans because I was forced to fight so young. I didn't really need it. You could just be bad. It's okay. You don't have to have a justified reason to be evil. And I feel like maybe that would make it better. You don't have to explain yourself. Ben K is still my least favorite. I don't like this route because they keep leaning into the brother thing. I'm not... Hear me out, I'm not a fan of that. What's weird is I thought remember when we played oh gosh, which one was it? I thought I would just see it and I would know the name suddenly. Oh no, the one where she's in a house with a bunch of guys. And they had that secretly her butler's actually her brother thing. That felt less creepy than her constantly calling this guy brother. And I get it. They did have that little like, I'm a little jealous that the girl has a crush on him in that story too. And that was weird. But at least it like, she's like, oh, I'm in love with him, but it's okay. He's not my brother. You didn't know that at the time. Remember that. You did not know that. If you didn't know it, you can't be like, well, we're not related. That's not how that works. You thought you were. You thought you were. I'd hope to be destroyed by a power that surpasses even mine, but this simply won't do.
だが逃げ
What
る
is
の
it
は難
called?
しいか
Variable barricade. There it goes.
ならば義経そなたとここで共に朽ちるとしよ
But escape seems impossible, so let us escape together in death, Yoshitsune. You're the only one dying today. Hiya! And she just like runs at him. He's not as quick as he was before. Must be because of the poison. My chance. My sword pierced directly into Tomomori's chest, and he stabbed me back. Tomomori's body staggered as he coughed up blood. Then I heard a voice calling my name across the waves. For a brief moment, I looked to the sea. Why would you fucking
う
do that?
朽ちるのならばそなたも共でなければ
Yoshitsune, if we rot, we do it together. I will say that that's attractive. That's an attractive sentence. Before I could return my gaze to Tomomori, I felt a searing pain in my neck. Also, her brother understands fighting, right? Like you don't shout at them and get their attention in the middle of a battle. That's a weird choice. Do I have? Nope. I don't. What did I do to my hankies? Tomomori's sword had sliced across my neck and bright red blood gushed from me. I barely managed to catch Tomomori's sword as it swung down to finish me off. I feel like you should be finished off if you got your throat cut. Yoritomo. Yoritomo's ship made contact with ours and he ran as fast as he could to get aboard.
そなたの命を奪うまではかなわぬか。
I can't even take you with me in death.
義経、そなた自身を連れて行けぬのなら、せめてその一部でも。
If I can't take all of you with me, at least let me take a piece. We're gonna cut off her
黄泉
hand.
の旅路の慰めに、そなたの一部をもらっていく
A
よ。
piece of you on my way down to hell. Aww. I mean, that's sentimental, at least. Okay. Is this not a war? Are we not fighting in a war, Yoritomo? Is this not how wars are fought? Yoshitsune, Tomomori, you bastard. Of course he's gonna kill. It's his job.
そなたの形見は、底常の国で、私が大切にめでよ
Seeing you like this will bring me the greatest of pleasures even in the depths of hell. As long as he's happy, you know what?
が注水したよ。熊手で引き上げるんだ。
Ow. Tomomori's fallen into the water. Hurry, someone pull him out. Parquet, donde está? Why? Stay with me. Ah. The pain was excruciating and my body burned with agony. Yoritomo wrapped his strong arms around me. I wanted desperately to see his face, but I could see nothing. I could only feel an indescribable suffering. I tried to call out his name, but only thin, hot dribbles came from my mouth. I'm turning off my camera for a second just because my nose is starting to run. And I don't want to capture that on camera. Okay, I tried to call out his name, but only blah, 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 blah. I'm just bleeding. Just bleeding. Hydrate! I do have that. How long has passed since then? Oh shit, am I in a fucking vegetated state trapped here in this universe? Yoshitsune, how are you feeling today? Yoritomo still cared for me as he always had. He cared for me much, much more than before. I don't like this. Let's get some fresh air later. He gently picked me up and pulled my bangs together with his large hands. He must be looking at me with those beautiful piercing eyes. Unable to speak, I desperately pleaded with my eyes that neither saw nor reflected anything. Please let me die already. True to his word, Tomomori had taken a part of me when he died. Actually, he had taken everything. I can't see, I can't speak, I can't even move. Just like your mom. I can't even bear to be alive for you. Yoshitsune, I know what you want. He hugged me from behind and gently kissed the nape of my neck. Okay, but like, what is she? Dangly. Her mom was blind and couldn't hear. Like, that was a real thing. I'm just saying. I mean, it's making it sound like she can hear, but her mom couldn't. He hugged me from behind and gently kissed the nape of my neck. I know you don't want to go on like this, but I can't lose you. Where is Shungen when you need someone to stab you? Please forgive me for being weak, for keeping you alive only for myself. Yoritomo, as a general, he was strong, but as a man, he was weak. Weak! He's weak. He's both strong and weaker than any man I've ever known. This is such a burn. I wanted to scream so loud that I would shake my soul from this wretched corpse I was trapped in, but that won't happen either. The Heike have been destroyed and it's all thanks to you killing Tomomori. I will create the world,
お前は
a new world
それを
we
こうして
dreamed
私の
about
そば
together,
で
and you can watch from my side. Watch with eyes that cannot see. Just what does he look like now, I
ただこ
wonder?
うしてここにいてくれるだけでいい。死なすんじゃ
Just stay here like this with me. You don't have to die. You can
私のそば
stay
で生き
by
て
my
いてくれ。
side. He hugged me with more and more strength without being able to respond. I simply entrusted my body to him. The warmth of his arms hugging me was painful. Let me go while I can still remember who we were. I can feel the sensation of his arms embracing me, disappearing like dust in the wind. That is such a dark. She's a girl again, though.
義経これからもずっと
Yoshitsune, be with me forever. All I need is you.
永遠に
I
愛してい
love
る
you forever. Yeah. Yeah. Do you though? There's a difference between love and obsession, right? Love is sacrifice, and that means you sacrifice yourself typically. Not them. Just for the record, that's if you want a stark contrast between love and obsession, what they do is it for them. That's how you know. That's gonna be how you know. All right, so that's the main story. So we have, I can do math. We have 6 more images. And that is going to be from our stories. And I know how to find those. I totally know how to find those. I don't know how to find those. Chotomate. Let's see. What does Otome kitten say? Or maybe I was right. No, that's a Tadanobu. Oh no, I said Saint Tadanobu. Oh, hang on. I might have an idea. Me as a person just Does she mention them in here? Remarkable title. Each route except Noritsune will unlock a side character. Ah. Okay. Okay, I think. Okay. Oh. You couldn't see what I did, but I accidentally minimized the game when I meant to minimize something else. Okay. Chotomate. We're gonna go back to title screen. I think I know where to go. I think I did see them in the flowchart, and I went ooh, and then I was like, wait a sec. All right. No. Okay. So let's see. Can I click on it? Can I? Takatsuna? Okay, let's try. After deciding to leave Hida Azumi to meet with my brother, we fled from Mount Ishibashi to Awa province. As we recovered, my brother began to call on various warlords and generals throughout the country to aid him. Gradually, more and more of them pledged themselves to our cause. Then one day, as we were about to set off for Kamakura, Takatsune, may I have a moment? Let me make sure I spelled his name right. I did not. Oh no! My chair's on my blanket and I don't like that at all. For 2 reasons. 1, I don't want my blanket to get ripped by my chair. And 2, I wanted to cover my legs. I'm like, ugh. There's a blanket I want to get that is Kirby's face. Just a giant circle. And it's Kirby's face. I just want this to be all Kirby, honestly. Takatsune, may I have a moment?
義経様どうしたの？
Lord Yoshitsune, what is it? She's like, I think you're a hot little tiger. Before we came here, you said you went to Hida Azumi to call on me. Let me apologize again for not being there. I'm sorry for all the trouble we must have caused you. If only I had waited in Hida Azumi just a little longer.
謝らなくていいよ。別に気にしてないからさ。
No need to apologize, really.
むしろいろんな景色が見られて面白かった。
This is actually
平
probably
泉はいいところだし、秀秀
the
様か
order
ら
in which I would
あなたのことも
consider
たくさん聞い
these
たよ。
special routes valid. Although I guess if I had realized they were unlocking sooner, I could have just done them at each route. It was actually a great opportunity to visit Hida Azumi. Lord Hida sure had lots of nice things to say about you.
そうそう。鍛錬に励む真面目な方で、ずーっと修行してたって。
He said you're very serious and dedicated. He mentioned that you train all the time.
顔を合わせるのが楽しみだったんだ。
It made me so excited to meet you face to face and have you join us with us. I'm glad to hear that. I've heard that you're a pretty skilled warrior too. I'm sure I have a lot to learn from you.
本当？やったー。
Really? Awesome.
随分と賑や
What
か
is
だな。
all this ruckus? Brother, sorry, I didn't mean for us to be so loud.
大丈夫だよ、義経様。頼朝様はこのくらいじゃ怒らないから。
Don't worry, Lord Yoshitsune. Lord Yoritomo won't be upset by a little noise.
それより頼んでいた手配は済んだか。
Have you taken care of the things we discussed before? Straight to the point, is he always like this?
あ、そのことね。帰化に入るって言ってきた軍とは連絡を取り終えたよ。
Oh, that. Yeah, I found an army to march with us under our banner.
こっちの出立に合わせて合流できるよ。手配を進めてるとこ
Is
ろ。
my meeting pad
あ
still
と
on?
2日もあ
It
れば
is.
大
It
丈
just
夫か
doesn't.
な。
They'll link up with us after we leave, but it'll take them about 2 days to get
そう
here.
か。あとは鎌倉までの物資だが。
We'll need to get supplies to Kamakura.
商人の手配はしておいてよ。明日ここに連れてくるから。その時いろいろと相談することになるね。
I made arrangements with a local merchant. I'll bring him here tomorrow and we'll discuss things then. Takatsune sure seems to be doing a pretty good job of taking care of things for my brother. Is it because he knows my brother is so well that he's able to help me like this?
義経様
Lord
ぼーっとし
Yoshitsune?
てどうしたの？
Everything alright? You look kind of dazed. No, it's nothing.
そう？
You sure?
俺と頼朝様のことをじっと見てなかった？
You were just kind of staring off at Lord Yoritomo and I was just a little surprised at how well you work with my brother. Have you been serving him
うー
long?
ん。父の命を受けて伊豆に行ったのは2年か3年くらい前だよ。ね、
I suppose it's
頼朝
been
様。
about 2 or 3 years since my father sent me to Izu. Isn't that right, Lord Yoritomo? You sure seem to be doing an excellent job as his assistant. I want to serve you however I can too, brother. Looks like I've got a lot to learn from Takatsune over here.
見習うなんて大げさだよ。
Learn from
それに
me?
もせっかく会えた兄弟なんだし、もっと仲良くなれるよう話してみたら？
Learn from me? I don't think that's the case at all. But now that you've come all the way here, why don't you talk to your brother? Really, I thought it would be better to approach him after I've proven my worth on the
う
battlefield.
わ
Oh
ー、思
wow.
った以上に真面目だね。
You really are earnest.
その辺は頼朝様の弟君って感じかも。
I guess you really are Lord Hiritomo's brother after all.
そうだ。それならしばらく俺と一緒に頼朝様の補佐でもしてみる？
In that case, why don't you accompany me and we can help Lord Yoritomo together?
頼朝様の役に立てるし、二人も会話する機会が増えるよ。
Not only will it help Lord
早く仲良く
Yoritomo,
なれるんじ
but
ゃ
it
な
will
い？
give us a chance to get to know each other better. What do you think? Are you sure? I won't want to get in your way.
大丈夫だよ。
It's
人手が増えるなら助かるし。
the
ね、
more people
きっと
helping
それがいいよ。
out, the better. Say, Lord
Yoritomo-sama,
Yoritomo, how about we head to
まずは
Kamakura and set things
鎌倉へ行く。
up?
好きにしろ。細かな指示は任せ
Do as you like. I'll leave the details to you. My brother's gaze briefly caught mine, and I couldn't read the emotion in it, but I had no intention of passing up this opportunity. This will help me help my brother, and hopefully I'll get to know him better in the process too. Okay then, Takatsune, let's do our best for Lord Yoritomo. Lego. Thus I was assigned to help Takatsune as his assistant as we made our way to Kamakura. The warlord who had promised to join us and various Rodho who heard rumors of our army joined us along the way. Managing an army that was expanding day by day turned out to be more difficult than I had expected. The 30 cavalrymen today and then the rest of Sunatane Chiba forces will join us the day after tomorrow, yeah?
どんどん集まってくるね。さすが頼朝様って感じだ。
We're building quite an army, but that's Lord Yoritomo for you.
追加で運ばれてきた荷は
Or
ど
should
こ
I
に
put
置け
additional cargo? Ah, that's right. Can you give me a moment and I'll get back to you?
それならあっちに借り屋があるから、そこに置いていいよ。
There's a temporary storage house over there. How about you put it over there?
武器とか食料とか場所が決まってるから注意して
There are
ね。
set places for the
それが
weapons
済んだ
and
ら
food, so don't mix
合
them
流し
up.
た兵たちを休
Once
ませて
that's
おいて
done, tell the soldier for the rest
荷
of the
ほど
day.
きはしなくてよいのですか
Should we unpack the supplies?
大丈夫。
No
明
need.
日の朝、数を確認しながらみんなでやろう。
We
人
can
数
do
の
that
多い方が
tomorrow. After
早
we've
く済む
taken
しね。
an inventory of the supplies, it will be faster if we all do it together.
わかりました
Very well,
それで
sir.
は失礼しま
If you'll
す
excuse me. Thanks, Takatsune. I didn't know what to do.
どうい
To
たし
do
まし
there.
て。でも、まだ慣れてないんだし、気にしないで。
No problem. You're still getting used to things here, so don't worry about
俺
it.
たちは頼朝様へ報告に行かなきゃ。早く行こう。
Anyway, we've got to go report to Lord Yoritomo. Let's get a move on. Right. Watching him, it was obvious that Takatsune had a way with the soldiers, and his instructions were spot on. Despite his young and innocent appearance, it was obvious that he was indeed a respectable samurai. I'll have to learn quickly to be of more help to him. A few days later.
やっと休める。今日の行軍は予想以上にきつかったね。
Is my heating pad backwards? Is that why it's not feeling warm out? That would make so much sense. I forget there is a front and a back of these because they do get warm on both sides. But I just took it away from my back and it was actually warmer without it there. Ernie, this is actually, I stole this one from somebody else because we're old people in this house and so we need a lot of heating pads. Because I have one on my bed and it's the one I bring over here and I'm like, I need one for both places. So this one is new to the chair. Alright, I think we can finally take a rest today. Today's march was tougher than I had expected. Indeed, the soldiers must be exhausted. Are they though? You there, tell everyone to get some food. Tell the men to let me know if they lack anything. I'll be sure to bring it right away.
so-
Yes, sir. You.
兵たちを気遣って指示できるなんて、もう立派に仕事がこなせてるね。
You're doing quite a good job of taking care and directing the soldiers. You think so? Either way, I'm still nowhere near as good as you are,
そん
Takatsune.
なことないよ。飲み込みが早くて驚いてるくらい。
I'm serious. I'm surprised with how quickly you've taken to
実
it.
は俺、最初は頼朝様の補佐なんて全然できなかったんだよね。
The truth is, when I first started, I wasn't able to help at all. I wasn't able to be of any help at all to Lord Yoritomo. It's getting so hot here. Oh my god, it's getting so hot here. Actually, wait, let's see. Let's see what today's temperature is. Weather. Go. It's currently 99 degrees. And it looks like it's going to be a high of 104 today. Oh, no. My apologies. A high of 108. There's a weather advisory, an excessive heat weather advisory right now. Dear goodness. Oh, what's even worse, it's gonna get to like 104 when I leave for work. No. Yeah, it's getting to that weather where I hate. I love thrifting. I'm a thrifty gal. But when it gets too hot in the summer, I don't like going thrifting anymore because I have to go outside. The truth, when I first started, I wasn't able to be of any help at all to Lord Yoritomo. Really?
容量が悪くて失敗ばっかり。あの方は窒居してる身だったから、自重もつけずに何でも一人でやっちゃうし、
I was constantly making terrible mistakes. As a Chikyo, Lord Yoritomo was used to doing everything by himself.
それが悔しくて猛勉強してさ、やっと最近仕事がこなせるようになって、いろいろ任せてもらえるようになったんだ。
It was frustrating at first, but I think I've finally gotten the hang of things. He's been giving me more responsibilities
だから
lately.
ここ数日で慣れてきたあなたの方が何倍もすごいよ。努力の賜物だね。
You've taken to things in only a few days. I can't help but be impressed. Thank you. I was relieved, but I could be of use, but Takatsune's words made me feel more embarrassed than anything else. I'm very glad to be working with you, Takatsune. I've already learned a lot from you, and the way you're able to brighten everyone's day with your cheerful personality is great. You think so? He's blushing. Absolutely. At first I didn't know what to expect working with you, but I'm learning so much every day thanks to you. Thank you for suggesting I come along with you. I really appreciate it.
待って。
Golden Retriever. I do like puppies. Wait, what is it?
今頭を下げようとしたでしょ。本当に真面目だな。
You were going to bow to me just now, weren't you? Boy, you really are
俺たち
earnest.
は一緒に仕事をしてるんだよ。もう堅苦しいのはなし。だから。
We're working together, you know? There's no need for things to be so formal between us.
えい。
Come here. Whoa.
一歩引いてる義経様には俺から抱きつくくらいしないとね。
You can really see this ear cuff he has. No need to be so jumpy, it's just a hug, Lord Yoshitsune. Takatsune smiled in front of me, and I felt my heart jump at the touch of his arm behind my back. I initially tried to jump back, but his soft smile made me pause. Takatsune,
俺も感謝してるんだ。
I'm grateful
だ
to
か
be
らちゃ
working
ん
with
と
you
お礼を
too.
言わせて。
Please allow me to thank
あな
you.
たはしっかりしてるし、一緒にいると俺も負けられないって。
You're
頑
always
張れるん
doing your
だ。
best, and whenever I'm with you, I feel inspired to do my best too.
最初は
At
兄弟で
first,
仲良くなれるようにって
I
提
assumed you
案
were
したこ
going
とだっ
to
たけ
work
ど、
with your brother,
今は二人じゃないとしっくりこない。
but I'm glad we're the ones working together.
俺たち最高の組み合わせだよ。
We're quite a pair, you and I. Quite the pair.
うん。だからこれからも一緒に働こう。きっと頼朝様も賛成してくれるよ。
Indeed, so let's keep working together. I'm sure Lord Yoritomo will agree. Takatsune released his arm from around my back and grabbed my hand, his voice bouncing me melodically with his smile. I was genuinely glad to hear his words of encouragement, and I nodded as he spoke. Yeah, I'd like that. Let's discuss it the next time we make a report to Lord Yoritomo. I like how, honestly, in the entire story, he just turned into her puppy dog. Also, like, he was never part of their team, but he was always associated with her team. Looking at each other, we smiled naturally. I felt the distance between us had shrunk considerably over the past few days. She's like, love. A short time later, we arrived safely at Kamakura. However, we were immediately set out to intercept the army sent by the Heike to destroy us. The place where the two armies would clash was Fuji River in Suragano Kuni, where we quickly set up camp. There, I was entrusted with the task of leading the surprise attack. Here I am, just doing my job. I will attack the enemy position tomorrow along with my brother. I can't let my worries get the best of me. I have to do my best here no matter what.
あれ？川なんて眺めてどうしたの？
Why are you staring at the river? I was just doing some thinking. Do you have some work for me to do?
ううん。戦の準備はもう終わったから少し歩いてただけだ
I'm
よ。
done preparing for battle. I was just taking a walk.
義経様は緊張してるみたいだね。奇
You
襲隊を
seem
率いるなら
tense,
当然だ
Yoshitsune.
ろうけ
I
ど。
guess that makes sense. You are leading the flanking force after all. I can't seem to calm down. All I can think about is whether or not we're going to be able to cross the river
それ
safely.
なら今から一緒に馬に乗ってみない？
In that case, how about we do some horseback riding? One horse or two horseback riding.
明日の戦は騎馬の技量が試される。少しでも馬に慣れておけば自信がつくし、いろいろ教えてあげられるよ。
Tomorrow's battle will be decided by the cavalry. Now would be a good opportunity to improve your riding skills. Are you good with horses?
まあね、俺 物心ついた時にはもう馬に乗ってたし、
I've been
大
riding
好きなんだ。
horses for as long as I can
乗りこ
remember.
なし方も兄たちにしごかれたから、その辺の侍には負けない自信があるよ。
My older brother taught me how to ride, so I'm confident that I'm as good as any samurai you'll find. Sounds good. Would you be willing to give me a few pointers?
もちろん。
Of
じゃあ
course,
ついてき
follow
て。
me. She's like, I bet. Takatsune mounted his horse, and together we galloped over a grassy field a short distance from the camp.
この辺りなら兵器もいないだろうし、いろいろ練習するのにいいと思うよ。
There shouldn't be any heke around here, so it should be a good place to
義経
practice.
様は十分乗り慣れてるから、そこまで教
Lord
えることもな
Yoshitsune,
さそ
you
う
know
だ
how
け
to
ど。
ride, so I don't think I need to teach you the basics, right? I'm okay with riding. It's the attacking that gets me. I find it really hard to draw my bow on horseback, especially aiming
押
backwards.
しもじりだね。練習しか手はないけど、やっぱり大切なのは重心の取り方かな。
Aiming backwards, I'm afraid the only cure for that is practice, but it's also vital to get your center of gravity
あと
right.
は馬の気持ちも考えてあげるといいよ。この子たちも一緒に戦ってくれる仲間なんだから。
Also, you've got to keep the feeling of the horse in mind. Remember, they're going off to war with you too.
それ
I
じゃあ
see.
まずは早掛けしてみよっか。慣れてきたら木を的に見立てて傘掛けもやってみよう。
Let's start with some galloping exercises. Once you get used to that, we can do some target practice with the tree over there. Alright, sounds good. We galloped around the field, getting used to the horses and shooting our bows.
はっ。
Takatsune really does seem to have a knack for this. He's guiding the horses while barely using the reins.
ほら、こっちまで来て。姿勢は崩さないようにね。
Come on over there. That's it. Remember your posture. Got it. I was desperately trying to catch up with Takatsune as he dodged me. His movements was graceful and relaxed. With him guiding me, the time we spent together on the horses passed in a blink of an eye. And she's like, yeah, I assume.
うん、今の動きすごく良かったよ。
That was great. Well done. Yeah, this stance will allow me to keep my hand stable while shooting. Thank you.
お礼なんていいよ。義経様は飲み込みが早いから、これで明日の戦も安心だね。
No need to thank me. You're a quick learner, Lord Yoshitsune. I'm sure tomorrow's battle will go very well. I suppose I should thank the horses for keeping us company for so long, too.
だね。よし、少しここで休憩してから帰ろっか。
That's right. Anyways, let's take a quick break here before we head back. I said that wrong. Seeing that his horse had begun to eat the grass below, Takatsune dismounted and tied the reins to a nearby
そっ
tree.
ちの子もお腹空いてるかな。ここに美味しい草があるよ。
You're supposed to be hungry too. There's some good grass over here. Takatsune beckoned my horse over to him. Then, just as I was about to lead the horse towards him, a bird in a nearby tree flapped its wings loudly, startling the horse and sending a rearing on its hind legs. Whoa there, calm down. The horse is gonna throw me. I quickly pulled back on the reins, but it was too late. The recoil of the horse threw me off.
危ない。
Watch out! He's gonna catch me. Are we in love now? How love happens, I assume. I assume. Despite my falling from the horse, the impact was minimal. When I opened my eyes, I saw Takatsune underneath me. Takatsune, are you okay?
平
I'm
気
fine.
平気。
I'm fine.
手綱を引いて、義経様が頭を打たないようちょっと引き寄せただけだから。
I just want to make sure Lord Yoshitsune didn't fall and hit his head. You could have been hurt. I'm sorry. Are you sure you're alright?
別にいいよ。二人とも無事なんだし。
Totally sure. I'm just glad that you're alright. I couldn't help but breathe a sigh of relief as Takatsune smiled. But when I saw that Takatsune's hand had landed squarely on my chest, my mind went blank. Everyone notices how light she is. And they still don't realize she's a woman. That's...
急に離れてどうしたの？
What's wrong? He says his hand like right here. It's nothing. I wish they made her with muscles. Imagine her looking like Rhea Ripley. Ugh. Goodness. My chest plate is pretty thick. I doubt he noticed, but better to be safe than sorry.
もしかして胸が痛いの？ごめんね。俺が変に押しちゃった？
Does your chest hurt? I'm sorry, my hand reached up to catch you, but maybe that's just made things worse. No, it's not that. It's
隠
just...
しちゃダメだよ。ほら、怪我してないか確認しないと。
Yeah, rip her clothes off. Wait, I mean, there's no need to be shy. If you're hurt, let me take a look. I said I'm fine. I shouted louder than I meant to. Takatsune froze, and a feeling of guilt washed over me. I'm sorry, but seriously, I'm fine. Oh. Wait, did he speak?
怪しい。
Got a handful. Huh?
義経様、何か隠してるでしょ。阿波からずっと一緒にいたんだよ。そのくらい俺にだってわかる。
Dude, are you telling me that in 12 chapters it took 11 for this big reveal in Yoritomo's route, but Takatsune just figured it the fuck out? You're hiding something, aren't you, Lord Yoshitsune? I've been spending time with you for a while now, so I know
俺にも
something's
隠
up.
さないといけないこと？そんなに信用ないかな。
What could you have to hide from me? Do you really not trust me,
あなた
Takatsune?
がこうも見せたがらないなんて。怪我じゃないなら古傷があるとか？
Why are you so reluctant to have me look at your wounds? Do you have another injury there?
何かを
Or
隠し持って
something?
る？
Or something.
触られたくないって反応は女みたいだけど。
I swear when you saw my hand on your chest, you acted like a girl.
嘘？本当に？
No, wait, really? Takatsune looked me up and down, and I thought about trying to deny it, but I knew it'd be
何
no
か事
use.
情があるなら話して。あなたのことだもの。もしそうなら、みんなのためを思って判断したことなんでしょ？
If something's going on, you can tell me. Are you worried that people would judge you?
俺は頭がいいわけじゃないから、理由はわからないけど、力になりたいんだ。だからお願い。じゃないと、こ
I
のまま
can't
だ
tell
よ
if he。just realized she's a girl in this instance. I really don't understand. I'm not so smart, but if there's something you need, I want to be able to help you. But listen, still, you can tell me. Takatsune's hand guided my arm as he held me firmly in place. I knew I couldn't hide this secret from his curious yet caring eyes any longer. I am indeed a woman. As a child of the Genji clan, I was raised as a man with the hope that I would one day overthrow the Heike. And I decided to fight in the war. I wish to continue living as a man. But only Benkei and Shungen know the truth, so don't tell the others. I have come to help my brother defeat the Heike. She really just let it all go. She was just like, I'm not even holding on to the reins of this. It's done. If the others find out I'm a woman, they might try to prevent me from fighting.
そっか。そういうことだ
So
ったんだね。
that's what you were hiding. Are you upset I had hid that from you?
そんなことしないよ。頼朝様や、みんなのために来てくれたんでしょ？
I'm gonna be so real. This story feels like fan fiction. Doesn't this feel like fan fiction? Does this feel like how this would actually happen? They're just like, and now they have to interact. And I'm just like, what's happening? Of course not. After all, you're only here to help Lord Yoritomo and the others.
無理やり
Takatsune.
聞き出してごめん。誰にも言わないし、心配しないで。ね。
Sorry, I shouldn't have forced you to tell me. Don't worry. I won't tell the others about
それに
this.
ほら、女として生きてたら、こうして一緒に過ごすこともなかったわけだし。俺は気に
Besides,
しないよ。
if you'd been living as a woman the whole time, we wouldn't be able to be spending time together like this. Takatsune's demeanor changed completely. His reply was calm and genuine. Instinctively, my shoulders
義
relaxed.
経様は可愛いし、言われてみれば、女って言われた方が納得だよ。
You're quite cute, Lord Yoshitsune, and now that I know the truth, it's hard to believe I ever saw you as a man.
でも、言わないって約束したんだった。危ない時は、俺も口裏合わせるから、安心して。
Don't worry, I promise not to tell a soul, but... Oh, sorry. And I'll always keep my promise. Oh, goodness.
何？
What's wrong? Nothing. I'm just relieved at your reaction. Listen, I may have been hiding the secret from you all, but my desire to help my brother and the Genji is really real.
もちろんだよ。
Could go
俺も
Yandere.
頼朝様も、
I think you're only
あ
saying
な
that
たを
because
とっ
he
くに
looks
必要としてる。
like that Yandere. Who's that Which one was it? From Sympathy's Kiss. He looks like him. I can't remember his name. The guy that was... a hacker. I know that. Besides, Lord Yoritomo and I need you.
あとは戦で周りのみんなに示せばいいんだ。源義経は打倒平家に必要不可欠だってね。
Now all that's left is to show everyone here what you're capable of. Yofi! Yeah, that's his name. That sounds right. That's not his real name, but that's his name. Let's give it our best tomorrow. You know. So enlightened. All the yanderes, yeah. As I had vowed to Takatsune, I successfully carried out the surprise attack at the Fuji River. Note how we're not going through the entire fight because they know that that's boring. The attack was only successful because I had allowed myself to go completely berserk and be taken over by that power. The image of the pile of corpses I had left in my wake, which I saw just before I lost consciousness, was burned in my mind. Imagine if all the fight scenes were like that and I didn't have to struggle through just that. After a few days later, Kamakura. I don't care. I'm not reading flashbacks, even if they're flashbacks of fights I didn't actually exist in. Cut them all, tear them all down.
これは
Oh, see, this is even. It really was a cutscene from like a previous fight, anyways. Just what was I doing at that time? All I remember is I lost consciousness, and the next thing I knew, the battle was over, and I was in my brother's arms. My attack was successful, the battle was won, my brother was safe, and yet, Yoshitsune, that voice, Takatsune, is that you?
入ってもいいの？
Yeah, can I come in? Sure.
やっと会えた。体調は大丈夫？
It's good to finally see you again. How are you feeling? I'm fine now. It's been a while since we've seen each other, huh?
頼朝様が寝込んでるからまだ会うなってずっと面会を止めてたからね。
Lord Yoritomo had stopped us from visiting you recently. He said you were still
俊
resting.
元たちも心配してたんだけど、
Shungen and the others are
俺
worried.
だけこっそり会いに来ちゃった。
That's why I snuck over to see you. I see. Well, I'm feeling much better now. No need to worry.
義経様、それ本
Are
当？
you sure? What?
実はまだ本調子じゃないでしょ。っていうか、すごく辛そうに見える。
You haven't fully recovered, have you? You still look like you're in so much pain. The probing look in his eyes sent a chill down my spine. For some reason, Takatsune's gaze frightened me. Could he be? Could he be a yandere? Is one of these secret routes a yandere? I was about to say something, but I fell silent. Still, Takatsune waited patiently for me to find my words. At that moment, when I thought my brother and the others were in danger, I was scared. My mind went completely blank, and the next thing I knew, I was defeating enemies one after another with such incredible power. I killed so many. But it was like I was unconscious. It was like someone else did it. What was that? Until that point, I had been looking forward to fighting in a war with Takatsune, but now I wasn't so sure. As soon as I looked down, Takatsune scooped up my hands that I had placed on my lap.
義経様、
Lord Yoshitsune. His hands were slightly larger than mine, and I felt their warmth as they held my trembling
実
fingers.
際に見てない俺には、あなたの辛さが分かってないかもしれない。
I wasn't there at the time, but I can certainly see your pain now.
でも、頼朝様を守ってくれたのは、他でもないあなただよ。
But it was you more than anyone else who protected Lord Yoritomo.
兵たちも活躍ぶりを称えてた。
The soldiers are also impressed
今は
with
自分を褒め
you.
てあげて。
So for now, just be proud of what you've accomplished. But I was so driven by hatred that I completely lost myself.
大丈夫。
It's okay. You're
あなたは
strong.
強いから。
I don't think you'll lose
これ
sight
か
of
らは
yourself
見
like
失う
that
ことなん
again.
てない。怖いなら、何か方法がないか、
If
一緒
you're
に
worried
考
about
えよ
it,
う。頼りないかもしれないけど、
something we can work
俺
on
も支える
together.
から。
I doubt I'll be able to help, but I'll certainly want to try.
頼朝
Takatsune.
様を守ってくれて、ありがと
Thank you for
今度は
protecting Lord
う。俺も
Yoritomo.
隣で戦うからね
I。look forward to the fighting next to you on the next battle. Don't put next in the sentence twice. As if to encourage me, Takatsune's hand squeezed mine tightly. Before I knew it, my shaking had stopped. A warm heat emanated from him, slowly melting my troubled heart, filling immeasurably better. I let out a long sigh. Oh, I'm the one who should be thanking you, Takatsune. It's strange, just talking with you makes my anxiety disappear.
それならこっそり忍び込んだ甲斐があったな。
Really? Then in that case, I'm glad I snuck in. I'm really happy you came.
え
What? Did I say something strange?
そうじゃないけど嬉しいなんて
No,
言
but
われ
I'm
るとは
glad you're
思わな
happy.
くて体調が悪くて心が弱ってるとかそれにしても
Is that an inside or an outside thought? Why is his mouth movements don't usually happen for inside thoughts? Maybe it's because she's not feeling well. She let her guard down. Takatsune.
なんでもない。とにかくまずは早く回復しないと
It's
ね。
nothing. You gotta focus on getting better. Get
義
better.
経様が元気ないと俺まで元気がなくなっちゃうよ。
If Lord Yoshitsune isn't feeling well, it will bring the whole camp down. Alright, in that case, I'll be sure to get better soon. In the next battle, if I can fight alongside you, Takatsune, I know I don't have anything to worry about.
次は隣にいられるよ。頼朝様に頼んでみよ
In that case, I'll make sure that Lord Yoritomo puts me in your group next time.
う。それじゃ今日は帰るね。
I should get going.
長いしてたら休め
You
ないだろう
can't
し。
rest as long as you're talking to me like this. I mean, isn't this rest? Sometimes this is rest. Thank you, Takatsune. I promise I'll be back out there as soon as I'm feeling better.
うん。待ってるよ。
I'll be waiting. And she's like, bye. He's like, bye.
あんなに不安そうなのに女だって言って前線から退く道は選ばないのか。
Oh, she looks so upset. If I told everyone she's a woman, it would be a way to escape fighting in the next battle. If I
ら
just
しいと
reveal
言え
her
ばらしい
secret.
けど本当に強い人だな。
But I know she won't do that. She's too strong for that.
さっ
Keep
き
saying she out loud.
嬉しかったって言ってくれた時はすごく可愛かったのに。なんだか
She
ずる
looked so cute when she said she was happy I came to see her. It's not fair. Oh.
女って知ったせいで余計可愛く見えるよ。
Maybe it's just because I know she's a woman that I think she's cute.
とにかく義経様が頑張るなら俺もしっかり支えないと。
If Lord Yoshitsune is really going to keep fighting, then I have no choice but to support her. Valid. Support that woman. Support her with all your might. A few days later, I made a successful recovery. For some time, I spent my days with Takatsune, helping him and my brother to organize the Kanto region. Just how many Pokemon are there? What can I do? At that time, Takatsune was always there for me, and I was deeply grateful for his concern. I don't know why, I just pictured an Otome with Pokemon in it because I said that. Like, what would that be? It was just like, it's like the people. People are people, right? Still in that universe, but then they'd have like Pokemon. So, make it happen, Nintendo. I need Pokemon Otome.
ってことで明日もまた頼朝様の噂を聞きつけた豪族が兵を率いてやって
Which
くる
reminds
っ
me,
て。
I have to play Pokemon. Jirachi's in it. Jirachi! Jirachi is my favorite Pokemon. I cannot. I have to play this. If he gets to be on my island forever, I'm gonna move into a house of Jirachi. What a day. If I can. I don't know if I can. It seems another large army will be pledging to fight with you, Lord Yoritomo, and will be joining us here tomorrow. We have already completed preparations to welcome them here tomorrow. If you need anything else, please let me know. Oh, which reminds me, these are my new glasses because my other glasses broke, so I started wearing the gold ones. And there's a little gem. I don't think it shows up very well on the stream. In the corner here, so you might hear it sometimes because it jingle jangles. However, because I have a traumatic backstory, I have really great peripheral vision, and so I constantly see it out the corner of my eye, and I'm constantly going like, and it's just the gem. But it's like a little teddy bear holding the gem, so it's really cute. Feel free to take the rest of today off. I'm sure in a week or so I'll be fine. I've only
Eh?
got them very
いいの？
recently.
こんなに明るい時間から自由にしていいなんて久しぶり
And
か
they're
も。
the shape and size I like, so I'm really happy about them. I can't remember the last time I finished working while it was still light out. Bro, are you sure?
問題ない。明日の方が忙しくなる。今のうちに休んでおけ。
Tomorrow will be busy. Get some rest while you
よ
can.
かったね、義経様。
Awesome.
そうだ、せっかくなら街
Lord
に出てみな
Yoshitsune,
い？
how about we go into
基本
town?
ずっと働いてるからまだ一度もちゃんと見て回ってな
You've
い
been
よね。
working around the clock. Since you got here, you haven't had a proper chance to see the town, have you? No, but does that matter?
高綱、殿は休めと言われたのだ。それで遊びに行くやつがあるか。
Yeah, Takatsuna, you were told to rest. Do you really think now's the time to go out on the town? That's a good point, actually.
でも街の様子を見ておくのも仕事に役立つかもしれませんよ。
I
夕
need
方には帰りますし。
to put tape down on this. I put this little sticker. I've been putting stickers on this because it's sticky and I don't like that. So I decided to cover it in stickers so the stickers would cover the stickiness, but it's not a small object. It's tilted. This is the balm I use on my knees because I'm broken. So anytime I'm sitting here for too long, my knees do start to hurt, so I put this on my knees to help with pain management because I am just nothing but pain. Technically, it's my right knee, this side, that usually has more pain, but I feel like, you know, it's kind of like a, you know, whatever you do one, you should do the other, so they both get it. They both get the bomb. The left one's not, never had surgery on it. I didn't tear my ACL. You know what? Maybe I should tear my ACL on the other leg, and then it'll make sense. And then I'd be out of work for 3 months again. Tearing your ACL is fun. It might be useful to scope out the situation in town, you know? We'll be home by evening.
義経
What do you
様
say,
も行
Lord
きたいでしょ？
Yoshitsune? It'll be
きっと
fun.
楽しいよ。
She's like, will it? Takatsune offer sounded tempting, and my brother's silence indicated that he was fine with the idea. Well, if that's true. I'm sure Takatsune invited me to cheer me up. It would be rude to say no now. Right, if you don't mind the company, I'd love to go with you. We'll take a good look around and be back here before it gets too late. But with due consideration to Sir Kagatoki's words, there seemed to be no further objections.
じゃあ早速行こうか。失礼します。頼朝様、景時殿。
Well then, let's get to it. If you'll excuse us, Lord Yoritomo, Sir Takagatoki. Excuse us. He's so pissed all the time. He needs his own little route where you can date him, the evil bastard. And so Takatsune and I ventured out into the streets of Kamakura. I've been to town for work a few times, but I don't ever think I've seen it this
普段歩くのは
lively.
屋敷の近くばかりだからね。この辺は物売りが多いから人通りもあって賑やかなんじゃない？
I hardly ever leave the estate. There sure are a lot of merchants around, so maybe that's the reason for all the hustle and bustle. That makes sense. Just as Takatsune had said, there were rows upon rows of street vendors, each one merrily calling out to us as we walked by.
ほら、欲しいものがあったら一緒に見てみよう。今日は仕事じゃないんだしさ。
If there's some place you'd like to visit, let me know and we'll take a look. It's your day off after all. It's all about you, girl. It's nice to be able to unwind like this every once in a while. Takatsune, you asked me to join you today because you've been worried about me, right? That's really the kind of you.
俺が遊びたかっただけだから。
Nah, don't worry
別に
about
気にし
it.
なくていい。
I asked you here because I like hanging out with you. Really? Well, either way, thank you for inviting me.
まあ、そんなこと言われるともっと甘やかしたくなっちゃうな。
When you say things like that, I want to indulge you even
そうだ。
more.
おしろいとか紅を見てみる？あなたならきっと似合うと思うよ。
No. No, I don't want to dress like that. Well, look at some makeup. I'm sure you'd look great with some white foundation and red lip gloss. What? No.
女じゃないって？でも今は知り合いもいないよ。だからいいんじゃないか
Not
な。
a woman, right? Come on, it'll be fun. There's no one around to see.
戦のことでまだ不安があるんだよね。だったら侍としての自分は今だけ忘れてみた方が楽にならない？
You're so worried about the next battle, aren't you? In that case, why don't you just drop the whole samurai thing? His gentle question helped me to relax, and I couldn't help but smile at his It was like naivety. Takatsune, you sure say some crazy things from time to time.
そう
You think so? Yeah, I'm never even considered that, but it's an interesting idea to say the least.
じゃあ
Then, what the heck? Let's look at some makeup. But I've never used it before, so I don't exactly know what to do. Before I could even finish my thoughts, Takatsune burst into a grand smile and nodded
よ
brilliantly.
ーしなら最初はおしろいだね次は紅も見てみよ
Leave it to me. First, we'll take some white powder and some blush. You could tell she was a girl by her eyelashes all the time.
うきっとお店
Notice
で
how
試させ
his
てもら
are
えるよね
straight.
楽しみだな
Not natural. And look how hers are defined. You should try wearing the makeup too. It would really bring out his eyes. Imagine him with a smoky eye. Imagine him dressed like the guy from Bleach. Hang on. What do you look like? Ichigo. I'm sure they'll let you try it out at the store. They will not? I doubt it. Oh, this is not a Sephora. This is gonna be so much fun. Try it on. Isn't that a
心
little...
配しなくても似合うから大丈夫
Don't worry, look good on you. Come on. He wants to change her. Girl, run. He naturally took my hand, and together we ran towards a merchant stall. Let's not run in the middle of a city. Takatsune has helped me so many times thus far. It feels a little strange walking hand in hand like this, but I like it. I'd like to stay like this with my hand in his, even if it's only for a moment. That's why you're letting down your guard so much. After Takatsune and I had looked around for a bit, I began to notice the sun setting in the distance. At the edge of the sky, as the edge of the sky turned red, I could see birds returning to their nests. Takatsune, we better get back.
本当だなんだかあっという間だったね
You're right, the afternoon went so fast. I never knew shopping could be this fun. Actually, I knew the fun I had was because I was spending time with Takatsune, doing something other than work. Once we get back to the estate, it will be busier than usual. I wish we could enjoy this time for just a little longer. Just then, a familiar figure appeared on the other side of the road. Is it my brother literally here to yell at me?
なんだ
Worse.
まだこのようなところにいたのか
What's this? Are you two seriously still out this late hour? Sir Kakatoki.
奇遇ですね使いの帰りか何かですか
That's odd. Are you returning from an errand?
そのようなものだそれより高綱義経殿
Something like that. More importantly, Takatsune Yoshitsune.
このような時間まで遊び歩くとは今が大切な時と分かっていないのではないか
If you two are out playing around till this late at night, I can only assume that you don't understand how precarious our situation is. No, that's not it at all.
殿が止めぬ手前私が言い過ぎるのも良くないと思っていたがやはりここは厳しく言うべきだろう
I didn't think I needed to tell you this before, but perhaps I should have been stricter.
先の藤川での戦いぶりが良かったとはいえ慢心されることはなされますな
Just because you performed well at Fuji River does not give you permission to act so arrogantly.
高綱と補佐もしているようだがあれも十分怪しいように見える
I thought it was quite strange that you'd be so eager to assist Takatsune.
もしや義経殿は軍内での立場を良くしようと頼朝様だ
Clearly,
け
you're
でな
trying
く
to climb your way up to the
Takatsuna
top of the
までたぶらか
army
そう
by
としてい
sucking
る
up
の
to
では
both Lord Yoritomo and Takatsune. Kagatoki, I'm better than you. You're just a bitch. Like, fuck you. He's so jealous. He's so jealous he can't go on dates with all the guys. He's like, this should be about me, not you. I look more like a man than you do. What? What? Was it anger or sadness in my chest? Either way, I felt unable to accurately express what I was feeling. How could Sir Kagatoki think such a thing? That I would only be using Takatsune to further myself? I would never do that. Takatsune is far too important to me.
待ってください
Sir
Kagetoki殿.
Kagatoki. He too wants a harem. I mean, okay. My next life as a villainess was like, oh, the harem ending. I'm like, girl, where? In what Otome game do you get the harem ending? I want the harem ending.
まさか義経様はそんなことしませんよ
There's no way Lord
今のは
Yoshitsune would ever do that. You're
影とけど
wrong.
の
Wha-
この方は真面目で優しくて頼朝様のことをしっかり考えてくれてます。現地
She
の
was
ため
over
に
here like suffering in
全力で
silence,
戦
and
っ
she's
て
like,
くれてます。
and then he's talking for her. So that's how you know that this was written by a man. Anyways, he is kind, serious, and has Lord Yoritomo's best interest at heart. He's doing everything he can to fight for the Genji.
仲良くしたいって思ってるのは俺の方なんです。たぶらかされてなんていませんよ。
I'm the one who invited him out here today. He's not using me. He's my friend. I thought you were, I'm using him. Takatsune. Takatsune looked at Sir Kakatoki with a firmness and a seriousness I'd never seen from him before.
まあいい。頼朝軍のために働いてくれるならな。
If you insist, as long as he wants what's best for Lord Yoritomo's army. Sir Kakatoki muttered bitterly and shuffled back to his
ごめん
residence.
ね。影時殿
Sorry.
は頼朝様の腹心だから
Kakatoki is
い
Lord
ろいろと
Yoritomo's
疑ってかかること
confidant,
が多くて
so it's his job to be skeptical about everything. He's like, is this water? He does it all the time. It's fine with me, but Takatsune, are you sure it's okay to be arguing back with him like that? If you get on bad terms with Sir Kakatoki, it could have a very detrimental effect on the army and how my brother views you.
その辺は心配しなくていいよ。
Don't
頼
worry
朝
about
様
that,
は
Lord
結果
Yoritomo.
を出せば何も言わないし
Won't say anything if we continue to get
影時殿も
results.
仕事に市場は挟まないから疑いが晴れれば平気だよ。
Sir Kakatoki doesn't take business personally either. He'll be fine once he knows you knows you as well as I do. Really?
ほんと
More importantly. His hand reached out, grabbing both of mine. His big round eyes peered intently into mine. He kinda looks like an alien.
俺ちゃんとあなたを守れたかな
Did I do a good job protecting you? Biatch, what?
あなたの方が辛かったとは思うけど俺あんな風に言われて悔しかった
Oh my god, does he have a praise king? Cause he like praise me. I'm sure it hurts you even more, but I couldn't stand to hear him talking about you like that.
義経様は
My
そんな人じゃない俺にとって大切な人な
You're
んだ
not
から
that kind of person. You're
ひどいこと
important
言
to
われた
me.
くな
I
かったん
couldn't
だ
just stand there and let him talk to you like that. Importante?
もちろんいろんな意味でだよ仲間としては当然だけど守りたい女の人としても大切に思ってる
In more ways than one. Of course, you're important to me as a friend, but you're more than that too. Oh gosh. It's not gay. He knows she's a woman. My heart skipped a beat as he whispered these words to me. I could feel heat blossoming in me. I felt like I was floating. I was filled with pure joy.
一緒に過ごした時間は春元たちに比べればまだまだだろうけどあなたを思う気持ちは負けないよ
Oh, the time we spent together may not be as long as with Shungen and the others, but the feelings I have for you are unbeatable.
いつでも頼ってほしいし助けてあげたいそんな風に思ってる
Man, this closeness of this man's face. He looks like he's from Tengoku Struggle. I was gonna say Token Rambu, and I'm like, no, that's not right. Tengoku Struggle. I want you to know that you can always count on me. I want you to know that I'll always be there for you. Takatsune. Now kiss.
驚いたよね本当は言うつもりなかったんだけどつい勢いで
Is he voiced by... No. I feel like I would know that, right? He sounds like my beautiful boy from Verche suddenly to me, and I can't for the life of me think of his actual name right now. Oh, goodness. What is his name? Easily distracted. I wasn't going to tell you all this. Guess I got worked up in the moment.
でも
Let's see.
これが俺の気持ちだよできれば覚えておいて
But this is how I feel. Remember that, okay? It's a CG. It's a CG. You guys not have Virche in here anymore? What? What? Birushana. He placed one hand on my cheek and pulled my face closer to his, never once taking his eyes off of me. I'm staring at it because for a second I felt like it was moving. Is it? Is it getting closer? No, it just has that vibe. How could I forget? When I felt anxious, whether it was about going into battle or just living here, it always has been you who calms me down. I've been protected by your kindness too many times to count.
Ja.
Thank you.
これからもたくさんあなたを支えるね。
Amatsuki, Amatsuki. I don't see him in any other Otome games. Interesting. He looks like a visual K person. Ah, musician. Close, close, close. I'll support you a lot more in the future too. I'm so easily distracted. Me over here, like. Voice actor. I can see all of his songs, but I don't have like a full list of his animes. Oh gosh. Oh goodness. Does it tell me if these are Otome or video games? I don't see anything else in his. But for just a moment, he sounded like my beautiful boy. This doesn't even have Birushana listed. Okay. Ugh. Finding voice actors is so hard sometimes. Getting a good list is so hard sometimes. Alright, I hope you'll give me the chance to support you
もちろん。
too.
義経様は強いからね。たまに助けてもらえると心強いな。
I know how strong you are, Yoshitsune. I always want you by my
戦は
side.
まだ続くけど、俺たちは負けない。勝って平家を倒せば世は平和になる。
Once this war is
そうした
over,
ら
once we've
ま
defeated
た
the
街で
Heike,
遊ぶんだ。
and the world is at peace, we'll come back here and play just like this again. Right, I look forward to it.
約束ね。
It's a promise then. Takatsune's smiling face approached me and I felt his lips softly touch me on the cheek. Takatsune, what?
驚いた？嬉しいこと言ってくれるから勢いで口
Surprise?
づけ
Guess
し
I
ちゃっ
just
た。
got so happy I just got wrapped up in the moment again. Can you unwrap yourself for a moment?
へえ、しんごいだな。こんなことするのはあなたにだけだよ。
It's your fault I'm like this. You're the one who does this to me.
大好きな人に触れたいって
Isn't
思う
it
のは
natural
当然でし
to
ょ。
want to kiss the one you love? After a quick stroke of my cheek, Takatsune let go of me and held on out his hand.
顔真っ赤だね。
You're blushing.
歩いて帰り着く頃には落ち着くかな。
Oh my gosh. Guess the walk back home will give us time to cool down. With Takatsune's hands urging me along, I felt as though I had no choice but to grab hold of him. Not a word of this to anyone. Girl, what? My hand and his hand in his hand as we walked along the path back to the estate, our shadows stretched out together, pointing the way back home. What? What? Making out? That's crazy. On the street, no less. Okay, zoom all the way out. Okay, so if I was going this in order of people I'd base these special characters on, Shikihira? No, it wouldn't be Shikihira. It'd be Sugunobu. No. Tadanobu? Tadanobu. I think. Yeah, Tadanobu. It would be Tadanobu next. Alright, let's see. Some time had passed since we arrived in Hiraizumi. I spent my days training free from the restrictions at Kurama. The streets and temples that Benkei and I saw continued to amaze us, and I dedicated my whole self to my training. Then one day... Is Tadanobu or Suganobu? Oh, and... My bad.
この辺りで会うとは珍しい。
Chanel, funny
もし
seeing you
や
here.
寺からの帰りか。
Are you coming back from the temple? One of the temples that the two of you showed me the other day. I had some questions for some of the monks we met there. Shungen and Benkei have been studying so hard, I thought I should do some training there as well.
気に入っていただけたようでよかったです。
I'm glad to hear that.
あの日共にいた弁慶もかなり喜んでいましたね。
Benkei seemed to be quite fascinated by the temples.
あの興奮っぷりは大きな子供のようだったな。
It was like a
見てい
giant
て
kid in a
面白かった。
candy store. It was so fun just watching him. As he smiled, Tadanobu nodded gently, and I thought back to the fondness of the previous day. What are you two up to?
ああ、
Take a look. Tadanobu pointed to a field of white peonies blooming in
薬として使うだけじゃ
clusters.
もったいないと眺めていたんだ。屋敷にいる女たちに送ればきっといい土産になる。
It'd be a waste to just use those as medicine. I thought I'd pick some and give them to some of the girls at the estate. To the
だっ
girls?
てすごく綺麗じゃないか。梅も好評だったが芍薬の可憐さもいい。
The plum blossoms I brought them earlier were a hit. I thought perhaps they'd like some peonies too. I didn't know you liked flowers so much, Tadanobu. That's actually a little
違
surprising.
いますよ、シャナ王様。忠信は花が好きなのではなく、女性に花を贈るのが好きなのです。
Not quite, Lord Chanel. Tadanobu doesn't like flowers. He likes giving them to pretty girls. Huh?
鍛錬の時以外は女性と過ごしてばかり。まったく、我が弟ながら理解できません。
When he's not training, he spends all his time with the girls of the estate. He may be my brother, but I can't explain it.
なんだ兄じゃ。遊び人とでも言いたいのか。俺はただ
Oh goodness,
己
my
の
glasses are
心情
off,
に従
bro.
っているまで。
Wait a minute, brother. You make it sound as if I'm some playboy. I just follow my creed. I can read. Your creed?
ああ、女には優しくする。それが俺の心情だ。
My creed to always be kind to the ladies.
いつもこれです。
God.
無性に殴りたくなるな。
One day, I'm cleaning my glasses. There was like a smudge in the corner of them. They're still there. Again, with this, you can be insufferable sometimes, brother. Brother.
辛辣すぎないか。
I love in games and movies when they're like brother all the time, and I'm like, that's sounds so natural when you say it all the time. It's like you just want to make sure that everybody knows they're related, so you have to say it all the time. Alright, finally looks clean. Wee! It's my eyelashes. You see, my eyelashes really like to brush against my glasses. Come on, brother. You're being too harsh.
辛辣にもなるだろう。お前は惚れやすい性格だからな。
I have every right to
せ
be
めて
harsh.
それをどうにかすべきだ。
You have a horrible habit of falling in and out of love with a new girl every
少
week.
し話しただけで舞い上がり、毎度私に相談してくるのはやめてくれ。
All it takes is a feminine smile or a batting of an eyelash, and you come flying to me begging for advice.
しょうがないだろう。可愛い子に頼られると弱いんだ。
Whenever I see a cute girl, I just get so flustered. Oh my goodness. I guess Tadanobu spends a lot of time with the women at the estate. He never mentioned it in training before, because he thinks you're a cute girl.
とにかく俺は好きにやるぞ。そこの花は相談して少し分けてもらう。
Anyways, this isn't your business, brother. I'll do what I want. I'll bring them flowers if I please.
そうだ。せっかくだからシャナ王様にも
Since
一
you're
輪
here,
送らせてくれないか。
Chanel. Why don't you take one, Lord Chanel? What? Did he notice that I'm a
シャ
woman?
ナ王様は愛らしい顔出しだからな。きっと芍薬も似合うぞ。
Lord Chanel, you have such a lovely face. I bet you'd look with a peony
耳に刺すといいか
too.
もしれない。白色が髪に生えて綺麗だろうな。
Why don't you put it behind your ear? The white color would be beautiful against your hair. I see, so that's what he meant.
そういう意味
What was that? She said it out loud. Nothing? It'll probably just fall out during training, and I'm a super manly samurai after all, so no thanks. But that said, if you have some time today, why don't we do some
そ
sparring?
れでしたら忠信をお連れください。私は残念ながら秀衡様に呼ばれておりまして。
I tried to send something, but Twitch stopped me. What did... Oh, that sounds dangerous. Hang on, let me open... I have Discord ready and waiting. I'm afraid only Tadanobu is free today. I have been summoned to meet Lord Hirahira this afternoon. I see, maybe another time then.
いえ。忠信、屋敷に戻ったら使いをよこすから、花はそちらに任せなさい。お前はこのままシャナ王様につくように。
Leave the flowers to me. You stay here and train with Lord Shanao.
おなんだかんだ兄者も俺に甘
Brother,
い
you're
な
too kind.
お前ではなく、屋敷の女性陣のためだ。さあ、早く行きなさい。
It's not for you. It's for the poor girls at the estate who will be rid of your luscious gaze. Now off with you then. In that case, Tadanobu, shall we head out?
お今日こそシャナ王様から先に一本取ってみせる
Right, today's the day I'm finally going to beat you, Lord Chanel.
さあ行くぞ
Let go! Ah! I assume it's how she said it. Sharp attacks as always. This is going to be a long fight. After several rounds of sparring, I was able to read Tadanobu's movements, but that would mean he could do the same to me. Then I'll use a different strategy, take him by surprise, and get the upper hand. Sit! Too slow? I tried to attack his chest with a quick attack, but he was even quicker than I was. Oh shit. The tip of Tadanobu's weapon rested on my chest, and as he pulled back, his weapon ripped through my clothing. Oh, did he see my bare chest? Girl.
様
Lord Chanel. I pulled my body away as quickly as I could. Oh, wait, I see it. As quickly as I could, thinking he might have seen my breast. My heart was pounding nervously. Are you sure you want to send that? Your message may contain words that could be considered offensive. He's a man whore. You could have hit send anyway. Oh god, that's so funny. It's true though. He really is. What's that other word? A himbo? He's a himbo. Oh my god. It's like he's a man whore, but I love him. Oh my gosh. I thought I had more emotes. Do I need to make new emotes? What's happening here? I pulled my body away as quickly as I could, thinking he might have seen my breast, my heart pounding. What should I say? How can I get out of this? Based on Tadanobu's face, he saw everything.
桃のうさくで初めて組み合った時もそうやって胸元を隠していたよな
Is it all gonna be like they're like, man, you're really protective of your area? That's weird for a man when she's just like, ah! We fought near Momosake. You covered up your chest that time too,
さ
didn't
っ
you?
き一瞬だけ見えたもしかして本当は
I only saw it for a moment just now, but are you
女なのか
a woman? Unsure of how to respond, an uncomfortable silence fell upon us, but I knew there was no denying it. Oh man. I kept this secret for 15 years. I'm sorry for not telling you before, but please don't tell anyone. I was raised as a man with the hopes of someday overthrowing the Hikke. That's why I live as a samurai. Man can have boobas too. That's true, actually. But if you react to people almost seeing them, you go ah, like that, it gives the implication that she can't dress like him, but she could. That'd be cool. But like, I assume it would be more fat in that area. I came here to find the answers on what I should do next to find my path, so please can you keep this to yourself? Please don't be upset, Tadanobu.
違うそうじゃない
It's not that.
確かに女だと聞いて驚いただが生き方を否定するつもりはないしそれで責めたりなどするものか
I was surprised to find out that you're a woman. Is this gonna be every single route though, where they're just like, oh my god, you're protective of your chest. Are you a girl? And then you're like, what? No, I'm a man. They're like, prove it. Show me your chest. And you're like, I'm a woman. Oh no. I was surprised to find out that you're a woman, but I'm not going to deny you your way of life, and I certainly don't blame you.
この先あなたが男として生きるというなら俺も黙っていると誓う
If you're intent on living as a man and as a samurai, I swear I'll keep my mouth shut. Then why are you looking at me like that?
俺が言いたいのは責められるなら俺だということだ
If there's anyone who deserves blame here, it's me, huh?
初めて会った桃のうさくでよく確かめもせず俺はシャナオ様に切りかかっただろ
The first time we met at Momonosaku, I was far too reckless. I nearly attacked you.
女相手になんてこと兄者が止めてくれなかったら
Stop acting like you're
怪我を
stronger
負わせ
than
てい
me.
た
What a terrible thing to do to a lady. If my brother hadn't stopped me, I could have hurt you. That's not your fault, Tadanobu. I was acting
だと
suspiciously.
しても俺は自分が許せない
Even so, I can't forgive myself.
俺がシャナオ様を女を傷つけようとしたなんて
I can't believe I almost attacked a woman. How unchivalrous of me. She's like, bro.
忠信殿
Lord Tadanobu. Shungen, Benkei.
その鍛錬に行かれていると聞き春元と共に参ったのですが
We heard you two were training, so Shungen and I came to join.
忠信殿との話遠くからだが少しだ
We
け聞
heard a
こ
bit
え
of the
た
conversation from the distance just now, showing that you guys are not being quiet and that you're pretty much talking about a very secret item very loudly in a forest, which anyone else could come upon and hear. But, you know, please. Shoningen and Benkei's steely gazes were fixed on us. It was obvious they had figured out what was going on.
シャナお前は屋敷に戻れ忠信殿とは俺たちが話しておく
Shana, how about you return to the estate? We'll talk with Tadanobu. But
よく見れば襟が少し破れているご様子すぐに直された方が良いでしょ
your clothes are torn. You should get
ここ
them
は拙
fixed
者た
away,
ちにお任せ
right away. Please leave this to us.
心配するな急な話で混乱しただろうから落ち着くまで俺たちがついているというだけだ
You're both just confused by the situation. We'll stick to Tadanobu until he calms down. If I continued to stick around, I knew that Tadanobu would continue to blame himself, so I left Benkei and Shungen to talk to him. That seems really weird. That seems like a weird step. I'll leave it to you two then. And with that, I descended the mountain alone. The next morning, I haven't been able to talk to Tadanobu since everything happened. I hope he's okay. I hope he stopped blaming himself for everything too.
おお来られたかシャナオ殿さあこちらへ
You're here, Lord Chanel. This way. Let's talk about Buddha. Good morning, Lord Hirahira. In the hall, everyone was already sitting down to breakfast. I usually ate at my estate with Benkei and Shungen, but occasionally Lord Hirahira would call us over to his plate to this. I always enjoy when Lord Hirahira would call on us and we could eat together with the Sato brothers. But it's gonna be awkward seeing Tadanobu after yesterday. I hope it's not too weird talking to him. What is it, Tadanobu?
ああなんだ
What's what? I just wanted to thank you for joining me for training yesterday.
礼なんていらないぞ
You don't have to thank me for that. Yikes.
どうした忠信様子がおかしくはないか
What's wrong with you, Tadanobu? Are you feeling alright?
うんもしやその鍛錬の時にご迷惑をかけておらぬだ
I
ろう
hope it didn't cause you any trouble during your training. No, not at all.
ならばよいが
That's good. Is he causing you troubles here right now?
先日
寺の方からそなたが幾度も通ってくださっているとお聞
I
きした。
heard from the temple that you've been visiting a lot. She's like, I used to live in a temple. It makes me feel at home. They
な
want
ん
me to
とも
come
信
by
仰
less.
心の熱いお方だと大変喜ばれてい
The
たぞ。
monks are very pleased with your faithfulness. Oh, I'm so glad to hear that. I always am afraid I'm bothering
い
them.
やいや、立派な心がけだ。
Not at all.
社
They
長の
also
腕も
praised
褒めておら
your
れた。
shukyo. Transcribing the scriptures of Buddhism alternatively refers to copies of scripture.
文字には人柄が現れるとも言う。そなたの字はどこか愛らしさのある筆運びだと申して。
They say that a person's character appears in their letters and that your handwriting has a certain loveliness to it. A loveliness? Like a woman? Shungen. Kick him so hard. Tadanobu's reacted in an exaggerated manner. Shungen hurriedly interrupted him.
なるほど。シャナ王は心根が優しいので、そういった筆運びになるのもうなずけます。
Makes sense. Shanao's very kind. It's no wonder he's got a brushstroke that matches.
ん？
本当に妙だな、忠信。さては、また悪い癖が出たか。
You sure are acting weird, Tadanobu. Like that bad habit of yours is acting up. Bad
気
habit.
になる女性ができた時など、こうして言動がおかしくなることがあるのです。
Whenever you have a woman in your life that you're
おそらく
interested
それ
in,
では
you
ないかと。
act like this. What?
言いなさい、忠信。今度はどこの娘なんだ？
That with it, Tadanobu, who's the unlucky girl this time.
お待ちくだされ、嗣信殿。何もそうと決まったわけでは。
Please, Lord Tsugunobu, I can assure you it's not that.
そうだぞ、兄者。俺は別にシャナ王様のことなど。
That's right, this has nothing to do with
待
Chanel.
ってくれ。もしや忠信殿は昨日俺が相談したことについて悩んでいるんじゃ
If
ない
I'm
か
not mistaken, Lord Tadanobu's worried about something I discussed with him yesterday, right?
相談？
Huh?
シャナ王に負けてはいられないと鍛錬でのいい戦法がないか聞いたんだ。その時かなり悩ませてしまって。
You asked if there was a better way to train because you kept getting beaten by Chanel.
おお、その話、拙者も聞き申した。
That's
いやいや、
right.
忠信殿は戦いのこととなると真面目ですな。
Lord Tadanobu is very serious when it comes to fighting.
そうだったのか。
That's right. Nice save, Benkei Shingen. It's not good. It's not good. However, Tadanobu continued to be awkward, and I finished my meal with a sense of trepidation. Tadanobu, about what you said before, as soon as the meal was over, I took Tadanobu out into the
言いたいことは
deserted
分かってい
hallway.
る。その、いろいろと悪かった。
I know. You don't have to tell me. I was terrible out there. I'm sorry.
昨日、俊元たちにも言われたんだ。シャナ王様がどれだけの覚悟を持ってこの道を進もうとされているのか。
Shungen and the others, referring to Benkei, by the way. Does this game also not like saying Benkei's name? It was just two people. There were two people in this conversation. Shungen and Benkei. So saying Shungen and the others told me how determined you are to follow this path.
だから俺は、あの時言った通り、秘密を他言することはしないと誓った。
So I swore no matter what, I'd never tell another soul your
なん
secret,
とか折り合いをつけた。
and I put what happened at Mono no Saku behind me. So what's wrong?
そうなんだ。顔を見ると、どうしても女だと意識してしまいそうになる。
Now, every time I look at you, I just can't help but see you as a woman.
シャナ王様の顔を見ると、可愛いな。やはり女なんだなと思って。
When I see Lord Chanel's face, I try to suppress it, but I can't help it. You're just so cute.
己の単純さが憎い。
I'm sorry, I know that's a stupid thing to say. I wasn't sure how to reply to Tadanobu, who gritted his teeth and scolded himself. I didn't think it would bother you so much.
いや、俺が器用にこなせないのが悪いんだ。なんとか解決策を。
It's my fault, not yours, but I think I've managed to find a solution.
そうだ、シャナ王様。明日から俺と付き合ってくれないか。
Lord Chanel, starting tomorrow, let's train together, just the two of us. Huh?
ああ、だからその、俺と毎日鍛錬してほしいんだ。
He's got a very hard on for her, like a little bit too hard on. A little bit like step back a little bit. I want to train together with you every day.
女扱いしないよう侍らしい姿をとことん目に焼き付けたい
The more I train with you, the more I'll see you as a samurai. I just know it. I guess that makes sense, but are you sure it will be enough to change your perception?
シャナオ様は強いしその惜しい戦いぶりを見れば完璧だ
Seeing your strong and heroic fighting style, I'll see you only for the master samurai you are. Top 5 animes? Oh goodness, that's a hard one. Fairy Tail's my number 1, but I can't, I don't know if I can think of all of them right now. That's a thinking question. It was an outlandish suggestion, but Tadanobu's face was full of confidence. His sparkling eyes stared at me. Huh? Sorry, I didn't mean to laugh. But listening to Tadanobu's confidence made me feel like he really is. It's really going to be okay after all. Then, in that case, I'll be counting on you. Let's train together. Yeah, what could possibly go wrong? I've already learned a lot from you, and I'll be thrilled to be your partner. Wink.
よしなら決まりだな
It's a date. I mean, oh gosh, right. Gotcha. Looking forward to it, Tadanobu.
また動悸がしたぞこれはかなり気合を入れなければ
Jeez, I'm having heart palpitations again. This isn't going to be easy, is it? No. Thus, the next day, Tadanobu and I began our strange new training regimen. My controller just keeps hitting the buttons. And then they fight, and then he blushes because he realizes she's a girl. Don't go easy on me. I'm a samurai first and foremost, remember? I know. Day in, day out. Come on, one more round. I already said fairy tale. I can't think of 5 right now. That's something I'd have to like literally think about. Are you serious? Of course, I'm gonna take 3 more wins from you today, and then we can go home.
丹田の鬼がいる
You're a training demon. Also, top 5 changes. I feel like the more anime you consume, the more it changes. The two of us continue to train together as if something outside of us was urging us to do so. The result?
よっしゃー今日は俺の方が勝ちが多かった
I got more wins than you today. That's weird. Your attacks were heavier than normal today. It's hard to find a way around them.
そういうシャナ王様もすばしっこかったぜ動きを捉えるのが大変だった
You're so quick, Lord Chanel. You didn't make it easy for me. That's me, quick as a fox. It had been almost a month since we started working out alone. Oh, a month. Okay, time went by. And Tadanobu had returned to his old self. While things aren't exactly the same, I feel like I'm much closer to him than I was before. He's not only brave and charming, but he's always straight with me. He's honest. He's very straight. When I'm with Tadanobu, I feel like I can be better than I am. I guess it's thanks to our friendly competition this past month.
ネズミああそれよりは猫が近いかな
Fox, I'd say more like a cat. A cat, huh?
そうか時々可愛くて撫でたいなって思わせるようなところとか似てるぞ
You don't want to pet a fox? That's so rude. Sometimes you're just so cute, I want to pet you.
なんだ照れたのか
Are you embarrassed? For you. I just don't think you would make a joke like that.
ま、鍛錬でかなり慣れたからなシャナ王様は性別関係なく立派な侍だし可愛いお方だ
Don't worry about it. The way I see it is Lord Chanao is a fine samurai who just happens to be cute too.
二人で打ち合っていると惜しい姿だけじゃなくいろんな姿が見られて楽しかった
It's fun being able to spar as long as... And also see you in many different sides of you. What do you mean?
例えば強くなるためなら自分をとことん追い込むが周りの奴らにはすごく優しいとか
You always push yourself to the limit in battle, but you're always very kind to those around you.
俺たちが忙しくしてる日は空気を読んで一人でいようとするところとか弁慶たちが惚れ込むのもわかる。
I can see why Benkei and the others are so devoted to you. I think you're giving me too much credit. You
そう
think
か
so?
忠信、ここにいたの
Tadanobu,
か。
there you are. Suganobu, I'm sorry. I've been keeping up a lot of Tadanobu's time with my training lately.
お気になさらず。明日からの警備について軽く話しておきたかっただけ
I
です
thought I'd
が
have a quick talk with him about tomorrow, his wedding day, I assume.
警備？ああ、上作周辺の見回りを強化するって話か。
You mean strengthening patrols around Josaku? Strengthening patrols?
最近賊が多く出るという話が民から寄せられておりまして、秀衡様と相談して編成を強化することになったのです。
We've been hearing complaints of increased bandit activity. We decided to increase the soldiers on patrol.
見回りは人員を増やして朝昼夜と3回。
I can't wait for the routes on the fan disc. I don't know if I'm looking forward to Suganobu. I'm kind of doing these
お前は昼の陣頭指揮を取ること
in
に
the
なる。
order I feel like I like them already, so he's not my favorite of the four. Suganobu is though. I do like Suganobu. But that's because I like blue hair and this filigree with his hand. He's just got an aura about him. I like it. Even though they look like they have very obviously like they took the same face basically and made such slight changes to it, and then they have like the twin moles because you gotta have twin moles when you're twins. Patrol will take place 3 times a day in groups of 2. I'll be in charge at night. Tadanobu, you will be in charge during the day.
わかった。
And
任せろ。
and we'll never train together again, and I won't see him, and then I'll get sad. Okay, I started to hit enter on my keyboard as if I was playing this on my computer. I'm sure they'll need a lot of people to help. I wonder if there's anything I can do so that I can be close. Since arriving in Hida Azumi, my mind has become calmer than ever before. That's all thanks to the people here. Move my remote out of my lap so I can put oil on my nails. Maybe I can return the favor. Suganobu, if you wouldn't be too much trouble to ask, could I help you too?
シャナ王様が
OMG, could you? Like, why don't you just attach to the thing? Lord Chanel. I'm so indebted to the people of Hida Azumi. I'd like to help in any way that I can. You know, if that means becoming a patroller. Please don't treat me as a guest. Let me help you as one who cares about the people of Hida Azumi.
あ、しかし
But you
ここは
are a
手伝って
guest.
もらおうぜ、兄者。
Let's have
シャ
some
ナ王
help.
様の腕は知ってるだろ。
You know how strong Lord Chanel is.
一緒に警備できたら、きっと賊なんてあっという間に追い払えるぞ。
We can get rid of those bandits in no time. I'll give it my all.
わかりました。秀衡様には私からご報告しておきますので、お願いできるでしょうか。
Very well. I'll inform Lord Hirihira of it myself. I'm counting on you. Thanks, Tsukunobu.
いいえ、礼を言うのはこちらの方です。ご協力いただき感謝いたします。
Not at all. If anything, it's you we should be thinking.
では、シャナ王様も昼の警備へ。その方が忠信も喜ぶでしょう。
Lord Chanel, you will help with Tadanobu on daytime security. That'll make Tadanobu happy.
え？
Huh?
毎日二人で鍛錬をしているし、さっきも親しげに話していたじゃないか。
You two have been spending so much time together after all. I could hear your laughter through the forest on my way here.
まあな、鍛錬を通して仲良くなったんだ。羨ましいだろ
We gotta know each other through our training together. Don't be jealous.
そうだな。弁慶たちも拗ねていたし、私としても正直羨ましい。
I suppose you're right. Benkei and the others were sulking on my way here. As for me, I am very jealous.
よし、今度は私と親しくしていただけるよう、シャナ王様には夜
Now
の
that you
警備に
mention
来てい
that,
た
how
だ
about
こう
having
か
Lord Chanel work nights then?
え？
What?
嘘だろ
No way.
どうだろうな。
Don't be jealous. Tadanobu's reaction to Sugunobu's teasing voice, I let out a sigh as I watched the scene. Were the others really that interested in spending time with me? It was kind of embarrassing seeing it like this. But although I was embarrassed, I was a little happy too. With that feeling in mind, I prepared myself to face tomorrow. The next day, Tadanobu and I headed for one of the fences protecting Hida Azumi. I just saw what the temperature was again, and I just remembered how sad I am. Start crying. No. The fences around Hida Azumi are magnificent. If we set up camp here, we can definitely get things under control.
だが、エミシや族の中には無鉄砲な連中も多いんだ。近隣の国だって状況が変わればすぐ攻めてくる。
We've got a lot of threats to worry about. Emishi, bandits, even neighboring territories.
そんな奴らから平泉を守るのが俺たちの仕
Started
事
to
だ。
read that wrong.
さあ、行く
Corrected.
ぞ。
It's our job to protect Hida Azumi from all of the above. Hope you're ready. Right.
みな、警備ご苦労。変わったことはないか。
Good work today, everybody. Have you noticed anything unusual today?
忠信様。あ、今のところ特に異常はありません。
Lord Tadanobu, nothing out of the ordinary so far, sir.
周辺を見て回っている小隊がもうすぐ帰ってきます。そこで詳しくご報告できるかと。
The platoon combing the area will be back soon. We should have more information then.
そうか。引き続き警備は強化体制で行く。とはいえ、無理はするなよ。
I see. Let's continue to strengthen our security in the area. Don't exhaust yourselves, though. Like, don't be exhausting. Okay. That'd be embarrassing for you.
2小隊分の兵を追加で連れてきた。そいつらに引き継ぎが済んだら、お前たちは休め。
I brought two platoons worth of additional soldiers. After you brief them, you can rest.
俺は報告を聞き終えたら、シャナオ様と共に見回りに出よう。
I'll go out on patrol with Lord Chanel after hearing the reports from the others.
忠信様まで見回りに、ここにいてくださるだけで十分ですが。
Lord Tadanobu, that's not necessary. It's good enough that you're here.
そんなお飾りのままでいられるか。こういう時こそ上の者が率先して出るものだろう。
It's not just some decoration on the fort walls. It's it's times like this when the higher ups need to take the initiatives.
食料も持てるだけ持ってきたんだ。たくさん食って体力を回復させておけ。
I brought as much food as we could carry. You all eat up and keep your strength up. Got it? Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
では、すぐに引き継ぎを。
We'll take it from here. These are well-organized soldiers. This must be the results of daily training. And that's not all. Tadanobu's instructions were precise and designed to boost the morale of the soldiers. Very impressive. Imagine someone doing their job and being like, oh my god, they can do their job. Hot. This is the second time where they've done that, where she's basically like, oh my god, he knows how to tell people what to do. Crazy. What's up? It's kind of funny seeing you acting as a boss. It's the first time I've seen you taking command. You're quite good at it. More than anything, I could feel the love for Hida Azumi as you desire to protect it. Perhaps that's why the soldiers respect you. Cut it out, will you? You'll make me blush. It's true, isn't it? I spent a lot of time watching you. I know you're earnest. Come on, man. I'm dying from embarrassment over here. Sorry. I couldn't help but let out a chuckle at Tadanobu's growled quietly as if he was sulking.
シャナオ様の方が俺よりずっと真面目でまっすぐだろ
Besides, you're the earnest one
いく
here.
ら恩返しと言ってもここまでするやつはそうそういない本当に立派だと思う
Not many people would volunteer to help like you did. I think it's really admirable. Thanks. I could feel my face blushing from Tadanobu's straightforward compliment. I'll be fine as long as I stick with Tadanobu. If bandits show up, we'll be able to handle them. I have to do my best to live up to his trust and expectations. And so the days of guarding the wall with Tadanobu begin. Tadanobu watches the soldiers' movements and gave them instructions on how to create more efficient security systems. About a month later, pretty quiet today, huh?
ああ3日前に怪しい人影を見たと報告があったが別の国に向かったのか
3 days ago, someone reported seeing a suspicious figure around here, but I guess they're headed elsewhere. How long do you plan on keeping the increased security in place?
秀平様としてはもうしばらく様子を見ておきたいって話だったな
As Lord Hirihira said, he wanted to keep an eye on things for a little while longer.
だが悠長にしていても拉致が開かない俺は賊を追って山に入ることも考えるべきだと思ってる
We're not going to get anywhere if we just guard here. I think we should consider following the bandits into the mountains. Isn't that a little dangerous?
それでもやるべきだろうこれ以上
I
被
still
害
think
は
we
出
should do
したく
it.
ないからな
We don't want those bastards to cause any more damage.
奴らの標的はか弱い人間老人や子供はもち
They
ろん
target the
女
vulnerable,
たちが狙われ
elderly
やすいんだ
elderly women and children.
何かあってからじゃ遅いそうだろ
Oops, I said it wrong. It's too late if we simply wait for something to happen. Isn't that right? Tadanobu mumbled with a grim expression on his face, and I could sense a slight frustration in his voice. I couldn't stand to see him like this, so I tried to cheer him up. I understand your impatience, but we can't rush things. There's no need to be so tense, you know? It might be a good idea to consult with Tsukunobu or Lord Hirihira or to return to the estate for a good night's rest.
シャナオ様
Lord Shanao. Or you could go pick some flowers. I know you said you like giving them to girls, but I think you circuit like picking them too.
確かにこういう時こそ普段通りにして冷静に行動しなきゃな
I suppose you're right. It would be much better to just keep a cool head and think things all the way through rationally.
でもそれなら俺はシャナオ様に花を送ってみたい
But if I was going to give anyone flowers, I'd just give them to you, Lord Chanel. Me? Hit the wrong button. That's fair, though.
シャナオ様は女だろ
You're a girl, right?
あの時は送り損ねたが隠れて渡せばありなん
I
じゃないか
missed
って
my
な
chance to give you those peonies before. You need to stop calling me a girl. That's not that kind of girl, Tadanobu. After saying that, I tilted my head inquisitively. Come to think of it, back then you said your creed was to be kind to women. Why did you say that? After all, you got upset when your brother called you a playboy.
あああれは
That. You seemed like Tsukunobu didn't know either, so if you don't want to tell me, you don't have to.
いやちょっと恥ずかしいだけというか笑わないでくれよ
It's just a little embarrassing. Promise you won't laugh. No. Tadanobu scratched his cheek and began to speak, staring into the distant sky as he did so.
幼い頃父が結構厳しくてなしつけもかなりすごかった
When I was little, my father was pretty strict. Discipline was the name of the game.
兄者は小さい時から優秀だったけど俺は叱られてばかりでいつも庭の隅に隠れて泣いてたんだ
My brother was always the good kid, but I was always getting into trouble. When dad got upset, I'd hide in the garden and cry.
そんな時住み込みのおばさんとか近所のお姉さんとかが優しくしてくれてすごく嬉しかったのを覚えてる
And every time I'd hide out there, one of our live-in maids or one of the older girls in our neighborhood would come and comfort me. Just find you, huh? They could just sense it. You must have looked pretty cute as a crying little boy. No wonder they couldn't leave you alone.
ああ。その恩返しじゃないが、成長した今、次は俺が女たちを守らねばと思うようになったんだ。
Something like that. Now that I've grown up, I feel like it's my job to protect the people that protected me.
もちろん、兄者も面倒を見てくれたけど、それとはまた違う優しさが身に染みたって感じだな。
Of course, lots of people around me took care of me, but I don't know, their kindness towards me always made me feel different. Tadanobu's embarrassed smile made him look like a child in his story. I guess I never thought that would be a reason. There'd be a reason behind your kindness.
そうか。
Oh yeah? I'm sure that people who used to comfort you when you were crying in the garden would be happy to hear you say that. As Tadanobu said, many of the people targeted by these bandits are women. I guess that's why he takes it so seriously. I couldn't help but feel touched by his earnest kindness, and I felt a new respect for him growing within me. And I think the girls at the estate would be glad to hear you talk like this.
それって。
Wait a minute, are you... what?
その、今の言葉はどういう意味だろうなって。
For a moment there, it kind of sounded
なんだ
like...
か、俺に優しくされる人が羨ましいって言い
like
方
you're
に
jealous
聞
of
こ
the
え
girls
て。
at the estate? It didn't sound like that to me. My cheeks flushed and I felt a hot chill run over my shoulders. He's right, just what the hell am I saying? I thought you said they would like, not that, don't. Come on. The more my mind raced to come up with a reply, the more my tongue tied itself into knots. Unable to look him in the eye, I turned my gaze away and then... Oh, thank God, someone's dying. Now we could stop having this conversation. Was that a
西の方から
scream?
聞こえたぞ。
Came from the west, you don't think? A bad feeling came over as we rushed up as fast as possible to the source of the distress. As we emerged onto a slightly more open mountain road, we saw a group of shady men surrounding a group of merchants. Bandits, let's go, Tadanobu.
一網打尽にしてやる。
Right, let's round them up. Round them up, round them up. As soon as he said that, Tadanobu immediately struck out at the bandits approaching one of the female vendors. Dead, dead. But he had 10 more. You bastard, get him. The merchants would have to wait. If you're attacking merchants and people are attacking you, yeah, the merchants are gonna wait. The bandits turned their forces and quickly surrounded Tadanobu and I. However, having trained with Tadanobu, their attacks were easily avoidable. Yeah. We aimed for their arms and legs to slow their movements. The 10 or so bandits were quickly reduced in strength and number. So far, no damage to Tadanobu or myself. Now to just finish off the rest. So that's how this is gonna go. And she's like, yeah. The last of the bandits turned on his heel to reach out to one of the merchant women standing nearby. Let her go. Wait. I slid my body to intervene and grab the bandit's arm, but I was too reckless. Get off of me. She's like, you first. Oh, who slapped me with a needle? I felt a blunt thud hit me? No, I'm reading this right. Okay. Hit? Is that supposed to be hit? A blunt thud hit me upside the head. By the time I realized that he had hit my head, I was already on my knees. You son of a bitch. And then everybody dies. He like just kills everybody now. They're all dead. That'd be funny. Are you okay? Tadanobu. You're bleeding. Stay with me. Don't close your eyes. I mean, she might have a concussion, but like, seems a bit dramatic. Sorry, Tadanobu, I cannot. My consciousness went black and I felt the blood drain from my body. How fucking bad was this hit, bro? My head. No, my whole body's shaking. What is this warmth she's getting carried on? Is it a backpack? Am I a backpack or am I being... I'm bridled. Bridle or backpack? My consciousness surfaced and I looked around in a daze. Where am I? This isn't where I was before. What Lord Chanel, are you okay? Tadanobu.
目を覚ましてよかった。気分はどうだ？まだ痛むか？
I'm so glad you're awake. How are you feeling? Does it
血
still
は止ま
hurt?
ったが油断できない。違和感があればすぐに言ってくれ。
The bleeding has stopped, but we can't be too careful. If anything doesn't feel right, tell me right away, okay? I think I'm fine. My head doesn't hurt that
本
much.
当か？
Really? I gave a small nod, and Tadanobu's concerned gaze drew me in even further. Then finally, I saw his shoulders relax. When I tried to sit up, he quickly wrapped his arms around my back, supporting me upward. What happened to the bandits and the merchants and are they
奴
alright?
らはきっちり全員倒したぞ。行商人たちも無事平泉へ入っていった。
We took down all the bandits and the merchants managed to enter Hida Azumi safely.
俺はシャナ王様の手当てをするために水が欲しくてここまで背負
I
ってきたんだ。
figured you'd want some water when you woke up, so I brought you here instead of taking you also to town. Thanks, Tadanobu. That seems a bit
礼なんて
much,
いい。
but
とりあえず怪我は帰ってもう一度見てもらおう。
no need to thank me. Anyways, let's go home and have your injuries looked at.
シャナ王様が倒れた時は心臓が止まるかと思った。
When you first collapsed, I thought my heart would stop. Lord Chanel. It was the first time I'd ever heard him sound genuinely scared. He dropped his gaze and clenched his fist. I'm sorry, I only wanted to help, but by volunteering, I seem to have caused you nothing but trouble.
謝らないでくれ。迷惑だなんてかけらも思ってない。
Don't apologize, that thought didn't even cross my
だが
mind.
今日みたいな自分の危険を顧みないような無茶はしてほしくない。
Don't do anything reckless like that again, okay? Tadanobu? Tadanobu? His voice was quieter than usual. I looked up and saw his brilliant eyes right in front
俺
of
は
me.
決めたぞ。あなたをこの手で守らせてくれ。
I've made up my mind. From now on, please allow me to protect you with my own two hands.
きっとこの思いは女だと知った時から心の奥底に芽生えていたのだろう。
These feelings have been growing deep inside of me since that moment. Since that moment I found out that you really are.
だが男として生きるあなたのため女扱いしないよう鍛錬し必死で抑えてきた。
Because you want to live as a man, I've trained myself to see you that way, and I've tried my best to keep it that way. However,
だがやはり無
I
理だ。
can't do it anymore.
女だからってだけじゃない。シャナ王様が大
It's
切
not
だ
just
か
that
ら
I
そう
see
思う
you
ん
as a woman, it's that you're very important to me, Lord
だ。い
Chanel.
くら強かろうとあなたは女だ。それを知っている以上俺はあなたを守りたい。
And because of that, no matter how strong you are, you'll always be someone I want to protect. But, でも、
もちろん他の奴らのいる前では顔にも態度にも出さない。
my ice is slowly melting. Of course, I won't let any of that show to the other
で
guys.
も心の中であなたを思い
I'm allowed to at least think of you and
Mamoru
protect you in my
Kurai wa-
heart, aren't I? The back of Tadanobu's hand gently stroked my cheek.
シャナ王
Tadanobu.
様はすごくかっこいいがやっぱり可愛いし守ってやりたくなる。
You're very strong, Lord Chanel, but you're still quite the cutie.
反対しても無駄だぞ。俺は己の心情に従ってこの意志を貫く。
There's no need trying to stop me. I will follow my creed and protect you with my life.
だからシャナ王様俺の決意を受け止めてくれ。
So, Lord Chanel, can you accept my proposal? Tadanobu's words were forceful, but it was obvious his intentions were pure. My cheeks flushed at the feeling of his rough fingers sliding over them, tracing their every contour. I don't know how long I stayed in Hida Azumi. I'll stay in Hida Azumi. Things could change tomorrow and we could be forced to leave here. Tadanobu knows this, and yet he's still talking to me like this. I nodded my head at the loving, passionate look in his eyes. If I intend to live as a samurai, I should probably reject such an advance, but I just can't help myself. Someday, I'll have to leave this place, but until then, yes. As soon as I had finished speaking, Tadanobu's eyes widened for a moment, and he smiled mischievously.
シャナ王様もしや俺が 平泉にいる間だけのことを言っていると
Lord
思っているの
Chanel,
か
do you think I'm only talking about while we're in Hiraizumi?
俺はたとえ何があろうとも守ると決めた相手と共にある。
I've decided to protect you no matter what, whenever, wherever. What? Oh my god, we're Twilight! We're in the field, guys! Oh my god, it's the meadow from her dream! Oh my goodness, he's a vampire. But she's the one with the secret, so it's different. Tadanobu's hand reached up for my left ear and he placed a fresh bellflower behind it.
やっぱり似合うな。やっとシャナ王様に遅れて嬉しい。
I knew it. You'd look good with a flower in your hair. Glad I could finally give you one, Lord
本当は
Chanel.
いつか花を贈れたらとずっと前から考えてたんだ。ここで渡せてよかった。
I've been thinking about this day for a long time. I'm glad it's finally come. His eyes narrowed with happiness. I'd never seen that look on his face before, and it made my heart flutter
こ
with
の貴
joy.
重の花に誓う。
I swear by this bellflower,
これからどんな道に
no
進も
matter
うと
what path we take,
共に戦い
we will fight together and protect
隣
each
で守
other.
っていくと。いつか平泉を
And
出るときは
someday, when you leave Hiraizumi, make sure you take me with you.
俺を連れて行ってくれ。
Ooh. And then, as if to seal the pact, he gently kissed my cheek near where he placed the flower. Why do we keep getting kisses on our cheeks, Tadanobu?
最近のシャナ王様は照れてばかりだな。それは相手が俺だからか。
He's so into himself. I mean, he dresses like this, for one. Like, that's a choice. If you dress like Han Solo, but a slutty Han Solo, of course. You get embarrassed so easily these days. Is that because it's me you're talking to? What's the point in asking the question if you already know the answer? I feigned frustration with him, but seeing his smiling face, I couldn't help but laugh along with him. That smile was all I needed to fill my heart with joy, and before I knew it, Tadanobu became a very big part of my life. Without you, I'm sure we can get through anything, and hopefully I'll continue to be with you long into the future. I closed my eyes softly, breathing in deep the scent of the bellflower that he had given me. I'm impressed if you can smell that far. It's not a... So I will save the next two stories for the next stream since I only have about an hour left before we're supposed to leave the house. But I have 6 photos originally that I was missing, and they're only giving us 1 each from this, so I need to figure that out. Because that'll just be 2 more, then we'd still be missing 1. And 2 more would equal 11, so there would still be, like, the one has, like, a change in it. Huh. Maybe... Do they have a favorite? Does one of them have 2 pictures? We'll find out when we get to that. Interesting. Unless there's just, like, another photo from a different alternate way I could have taken this. I just realized I forgot about the brothers showing up with their exact same faces. But completely different auras. Interesting. Oh, you know what? I just thought about something. One's probably for getting all the other CGs. That's something they do. Like they throw one random photo of you like in modern clothing, so they look like real boys. Oh my goodness. Put my marker in. But yeah, so I will have a stream tomorrow night. How late? I cannot actually say with confidence. Just because I'm still not sure if I'm working. So if I go to work, I get off at 2:30, and if I get off at 2:30, we're going to possibly go see a movie. That's a maybe, and then if we go to 1 movie, we might go to 2, and if we go to 2 movies, then who knows what time I'm going to be home. So it could be pretty late, but I just want to be sure I'm finished with the Birushana tomorrow. That way, Saturday, when I'm actually off in the afternoon, I can have a long stream, and it's going to be at least 8 hours, if not longer. 8's the minimum. I know my sister has plans tomorrow night, which is another reason why I was like, that'll be fine. She'll be out of the house for a bit, and I'll be just a little gremlin sitting here playing video games. I also have not a demo, the complete game getting sent to me soon. It's one that we played during Dames for Games. They reached out and asked if I'd like the full version because it's releasing soon. So I'll have more information on that once they sent me more information on that. So I'm excited. That's gonna be a little one-off stream when it happens. Hope knee improves. My knee will never improve. She will only continue to deteriorate. I had a CAT scan a few years ago on it, and they were like, it looks fine for its age. And I was like, what does that mean? So, like, what does that mean? It's gonna get worse. But yes. Thank you guys for being here. Thank you, Blue. Thank you, Bass. Thank you, Ninja, all for being here and chatting with me today. I will see you guys tomorrow night for its age. Yeah, for its age. Like, what does that mean? You know what I mean? If you're watching this on YouTube, I stream about 3 times a week on Twitch, and you can check me out over there. We're currently playing Birushana, but we're very soon, going to be switching to Winds of Fate. And we're also going to be switching to Otomi Daishi, which we're going to find out if we're going to be doing Birushana or Otomi Daishi on Saturday. I'm going to have a poll on Discord. I'm also going to have another thing where you can submit for a chance to win a game. Because I bought the Humble Bumble, and there's a couple games I think I already own. At least one. I know for sure one. There might be 2. And if you guys want a chance to win one of those, I'll send you the code after I do the raffle. Alright guys, I will see you later. Have a great rest of your day. Bye bye.